You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
He has a lot of problems.
Struggle to be top 5 in points at the end of the season.
Wow. You bleach your hair, you're a sellout. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Moto Aftermath Show. This is episode number 322. This is our 2026 450 Supercross preview show here. Biggest show of the year. We've been doing this now for 9 years? 9?
We did.
Okay, cool. I want to welcome everybody in. For those of you who haven't been here before, my name is Travis. I am the host of the show here. We are in the TLR Coatings studios, and we are going to break down everything that we think is going to happen here in the 450 class for the 2026 Supercross season. Now, these shows are only 450s. We break them down by teams. We will have different chapters down below, so if you guys are interested in only certain teams, you can check that out. We also have our halftime report where we're going to talk some WSX, we're going to talk some Paris Supercross, some AUSX, all sorts of things that we haven't really covered too well on the channel here because I've been kind of doing the off-season videos by myself for the most part. In studio with me, back again for, well, year 9.
Mm-hmm.
And how many has this been for you?
He's been in since the 2018 season.
No, dude, because do we count half years or full years?
His first show was 2018 Monster Cup. I remember.
Okay, so basically 8 years then. Wow, you're only 1 year. He was only 1 year behind, huh? Nah, it had to be at least a couple.
Well,
one of the very first ones I did was still up in the old bedroom.
Okay, so
but I don't
maybe
think
it
you started
was.
coming to the show full time maybe until the pandemic year.
Okay, so anyway, back for look, we'll call it a solid 5 years.
Been here for a while.
5, 6 years.
Been here for a while. Which is another crazy thing and makes me cry.
Yeah, 5, 6 years. So we got Justin and Cole.
What's up, baby?
Hi guys, it's great to see y'all.
Hello.
So we've now transitioned to First Form Energy,
It's pretty good.
living life.
Yeah, living life.
I mean, it's hilarious. We could go back in the shows and watch your progression of energy drinks because you get real hardcore with your energy drinks. I'm
Caffeine.
actually currently a fan of Celsius.
Nice.
The cherry cola, y'all had that one?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's fucking awesome, isn't it?
Really an energy drink connoisseur.
I am not either. Okay, but here's how I got into this, all right? Steve got, what are you doing? So I'm talking to, okay, cool. Over here.
It was cutting him a little bit off, so I just...
Over here in the corner is Seth, which we're not talking about because he was fucking late tonight. So anyway, well, hopefully one day we'll be able to afford a microphone for Seth. Anyway, so Steve on Pulp, they were doing a energy drink challenge. And they were trying all of them, and then of course that intrigued me because the only ones I'd had ever was Old School Red Bull and Old School Monster, which are fucking terrible. But then they're drinking some of these, and they're like, oh, I'm like, okay, cool. So I went and got a couple. And I was like, wow, like the fucking Bang cotton candy? It's fucking cotton candy.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
They haven't anymore. Rockstar had a marshmallow one.
I don't know.
I'm surprised you with doing the Ghost pre-workout that you never tried the actual Ghost.
The ghost drinks are pretty good too.
Yeah.
I haven't tried any of those. Now, here's my thing with them, right, is that, like I said, all I've ever had is Monster and what's it called, so I've stayed away. And then, like, with the pre-workout stuff, when it's in a can and it's carbonated, I haven't liked that as much.
You've said that before.
Yeah, so that's why I've stayed away from stuff. But now I'm like, oh, I kind of try. So, like, the Bang's okay. I'm real high on the Celsius stuff right now.
Ghost has
like,
a one that has like tastes like bubble gum.
Interesting. I'm going to have to probably try a couple of those. I try to stay away from them because they're fucking not good for you.
No.
Well, I love the taste of them, and they just make me feel like. You ever watch SpongeBob back in the day?
Yeah.
This is what I always think of. I always think of SpongeBob when he dried up. He's like, yeah, that's how I feel like.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't feel that way.
I always just feel.
Caffeine does nothing for me. I need to have something other than just drinking water. all
Yeah,
day.
I've drank
And I don't
way
drink.
too-
And I don't drink pop.
I've drank
so-
way too much pre-workout anymore, so
Energy drinks literally just like about the flavor for me. It doesn't.
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
doesn't keep me wired.
No.
or-
And
I
like
mean, it
said-
does keep me going a little bit. Like, I'm running on one right now, so which is helpful, but
And like I said, I don't drink pop, so I can't just drink water every day, all day. I
all
gotta
I
have something.
drink are the Mexican Coca-Colas anymore, bro.
Yeah, well, and you know that's real.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, instead of the
Which
yeah.
is hilarious because I do get some crap from some people about being bougie about my soda because I'm just like, well, this is all I drink now, basically.
Good
So
though.
you can get them anywhere. Meyer sells them.
They taste better, I think.
Yeah, Meyer sells them. They have 4-packs, and they have individual ones, too.
Look, I don't drink pop, but honestly, if anybody says that the U.S. version is better than they're so fucking lying.
They are.
They're lying out their ass.
So, all right. So, like I said, here's how we're going to do this for the 450 preview show. We're basically going to do the Gutter Works first half here, which is going to include Star Racing, Kawasaki, and KTM. We'll do a Complete Racing Solutions halftime report here, which is going to be our 1-year update on the Kirby vacuum story. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to go back and check out the 2025 Supercross preview show, where Cole told us this amazing story in halftime about the Kirby vacuum. We may even cut that and just put that on the channel as its own video.
You know what? I think we should.
Because of getting sucked off was awesome.
And I was going to share it. I thought about cutting it and putting it on like my own TikTok.
Yeah.
It's also the same. It's been a year. Well, not exactly a year because we're doing this earlier, but around the same time that he fell on his ass and he threatened to sue you.
I was thinking about that when I pulled up. There's a lot of ice out here. I was nervous.
How's that going for you?
I think
My attorney has not called me to tell me we've had any litigation so
I
far.
think it's going about as well as Myrtle and Lawrence.
Statute of limitations are over.
I mean, yeah, it's going about how Myrtle and Lawrence's case.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Anyway,
Zing.
also during that halftime, Cole's got a rant for a Holster Co Reload rant. I got a little TLR tinfoil hat going on. Then we're going to do our Pro Flow second half, which is going to include Honda, Husky, Ducati, Suzuki, Quadlock, Triumph, question mark. And then we've got our few ending questions that Justin always has for us every year. So, with that being said, let's jump into our Gutter Works first half here. We will start with Star Racing. And I guess what we're going to start with here is the 2025 champion. So, Cooper Webb, who would like to start?
Man, it's just. I guess I'll start it. Let it rip.
Go for it, bro.
I'm running.
Go
my
for it,
mouth
man.
already.
You're
Go for
good.
it. You're
You're
always
good.
a big supporter of Coop.
Run it, bro.
Look, man, it's just so crazy to wrap your head around that this dude's a 3-time champ. Something that a guy, Eli Tomac, hasn't even done.
Nope.
He's in rare air there with 3 titles. And everybody is going to sit here, again, like we do every single year, kind of count him out. Because he showed Ross and some of that kind of stuff. Started to show that.
Mm.
Dude, he's just going to be there. He's just going to be there. It's not going to be flashy. It's not going to be like, holy shit, but it's going to be gritty.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be those races where he's going to pull out a weird little line that he'd been eyeing up all day to maybe stay out of a rut.
You mean going so far to the inside that he's touching the bail?
Well, that and just like the one that sticks out to me, I don't remember what race it was, but they were landing, going inside roll 2,
Mhm.
but he was landing. It was, roll on off or something like that. Anyway, during the main, he just started going off the single and doubling in, and he's like the only one doing it, and he was making up time, and everybody was like, "Well, why were you doing that?" And he's like, "Well, I figured everybody was locking up the rear brake and powering it down it, and it just made it more of a wall and was slowing guys down more. So I just figured I'd double it and go over it and use it more of a lip because it gave me more pop to get into the rhythm section and start pushing through it." And I'm just like, holy shit, why does nobody else think of that?
I think that was that last year or was that Philly 2 years ago?
It might have been 2 years ago, but
think that
yeah,
was Philly.
that
Yeah.
one sticks out to me. But he's always going to do little things like that. And, dude, last year, like that race with Sexton and where the whoops were gnarly and he started jumping or whatever and just like he straight up won that when he had to. Like, it's hard. Like I said, he's so, I don't know if underwhelming is the right word. He's got the fucking number 1 plate, but I'm not looking at him being like, holy shit, he's going to dominate.
That's the way it works every year with him.
I
like
know.
we never. You're just like, man, he's gonna be there. And with last year, I think it just solidified for all of us of like, he's gonna be a threat.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how it starts. It doesn't matter anything. Cooper Webb is a threat any night of the week.
Yeah.
Period. But it's like now you just have to solidify it of like, yeah, dude, he's going to be a threat. He's going to be there. I mean, we've watched these off-season races he's been at. He was at Paris. He was
He was in a lot better shape this year too for Paris.
Yeah,
well,
he was in better
Well, this
shape.
happens every year.
But
Like
I feel like
he
Paris
shows
didn't go
up in
well.
Paris and like he's just there. But
Yeah.
when Anaheim comes around, he
Dare I say
game
this
on.
is the Ryan Dungey effect, that because he is not outright the fastest guy and we know that he's
Yeah.
he's hovering on that like
yeah.
Which
the
is
fit
still-
the fit, but like Dungey again. The diesel, always fucking
Yeah.
there. And I know that people want to talk about the Ryan Villapoto thing, but it doesn't matter. When you have as many titles as Ryan Dungey, it doesn't matter. You're not the fastest guy. And I'm not comparing the two as far as with the way that they ride and their accomplishments, because Coop still he doesn't have an outdoor title.
Yep.
On a 450. But I think, can we say it's kind of getting to the point that it's the Ryan Dungey effect? You go over here, you're like, yeah, he's going to be there.
Yeah.
He's going to be there. But we don't know if he's got the speed to win the title. And then somehow, again, just like last year, and I don't want to hear, oh, this person wasn't. That doesn't matter. That's not on him. That's on everybody else.
Yeah,
he made it the entire season.
I'm definitely on board with that too, because there were nights for Dungey, he would sneak up and be the fastest guy.
How many times
And
did
there are
RV?
some nights that Coop sneaks up and he's the fastest guy there.
Like the race you talked about with Chase.
Yeah, so yeah, that's where I'm at with him, man. He's got a number 1 plate on there, and you're not gonna count him out. He's gonna be there. He's gonna win a couple races. He's gonna.
And
Yeah.
he's in rarefied air now because he's got three SX titles.
Yeah.
And 5 wins, 8 podiums last year. Like, he
And
got it done.
another thing that I think is impressive when guys can do it is win titles on 2 different brands.
Yep.
I think that's impressive as well.
And how crazy is it to go from when he was on that KTM, arguably one of, I know, the whoops breakdown, the Marvin West moves scan style, we're going to start rhythming through. He's gone from being one of the guys that struggled the most in the whoops to now, dare I say, he is one of the top 5 guys in the whoops as far as speed goes.
Good enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good enough. He's not Chase, he's not Jet. But, dude, there's some nights when that bike's dialed in on the soft shit that he's faster than Eli in the whoops.
Yeah. And that's definitely another thing with Coop is he knew what his weakness was. So guess what he did? He figured
grind
it
it.
out and ground it out, dude.
Well,
So-
and I do like it in the off season here how he chases the Lawrences around.
Yeah.
Like, he knows where the bar is. He's not stupid. He knows where it's at. So what does he do? Goes to Paris with them. He did go ride WSX instead of AUSX, but I've heard there was a non-compete thing going on there, which, okay, fine. We'll talk about that in the halftime show. But he's smart. He knows where guys are going to be. And, like, going to the WSX round in Australia was a smart move, too, because who's there?
Eli and Kenny.
Yeah, Eli. Sorry. I'm
Eli and
blanking
Kenny.
there. Eli and Kenny.
Kenny, yeah.
And then Deegs is there, too, obviously. So it's like, okay,
Yeah,
smart
and,
move.
and he won a race. He won
Yeah.
that second main.
Yep.
Won one.
Yep,
so,
yep. So
on hard pack, which everybody gives him shit for
Yeah.
as well. So,
Yep.
I
yeah,
think
come Anaheim, man. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm liking what he's doing with Fly.
Mhm.
I'm liking the setup.
Mm-hmm.
He's way sicker out of Thor, dude.
Yeah.
Put it this way, man. It will not surprise me if we get to what is the Daytona, and he's second in points. I'm not calling that, but when we get to the East Coast swing, it will not surprise me at all if we get to that point
Yeah.
and we're like, holy shit, Coop's second in the points. Like,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So, all right. Justin Cooper, 4 podiums last year. Solid second dude. Just solid. Only dude to make every single race all year.
Iron Man over there.
A lot of the same.
I want to go with this one
Go for
because
it.
we always and this
I
is a
got-
weird theme
yeah.
on Yamaha, like with the star team, that outside of Deegan, we're like we don't expect like the most out of them at the beginning of the season, and then we know that they'll get there. But again, man, I've come around to Jay Coop. I don't think he gets enough credit, as you just said. I didn't even think about that. Made every round.
The only one. One of only
Yeah.
two
Just
dudes.
stepped up on the 250 for Motocross of Nation.
Again, just an
Raced
animal.
a bunch of off season.
And then last year, couple of those races, faster than your defending champion. But, played the solid teammate. Like, hey, man, you got to go. Like, I can only sit behind you for so long. We talked
Yeah.
about the race with Mookie.
Yep.
He's like, dude, I got this beast behind me. Like, you got to go, bro. Like, I'm faster than you. You got to go. Yeah, I think a lot of the same. But I think the difference this year is I think that he's going to lead more races, man. I don't think he's going to win any. I'm not calling that. But I see podiums. I
Okay.
see him leading races. I see him winning a few heat races. I think he'll do the always thing he always does. He's going to be on the top board quite a few times in time practice.
Yep.
I'll actually say, though, I take that back. Not an overall. I think he wins a couple individual mains in the Triple Crowns.
I mean, I can see that.
I really do. I think that, Jay Coop has been building to this. I don't think we can. I know that I just said we kind of underestimate him, but I think with what he's achieved so far, both
Yeah.
Supercross and outdoors, he can't be known as the underdog anymore because he's proven his worth.
No, he's a dude.
But I will say that I think that he's now at the point, he's confident enough. He knows where he stands. He's kind of got that. He's always had that edge to him. I think 2026 is Jay Coop's best year yet. And I think he really, solidifies, you guys need to stop doubting me. I know I'm not Jet Lawrence and Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac, but, I'm right there with Hunter Lawrence and all those other guys.
I think he'll be right in the mix. He's a great starter. He'll get out front. There were some races where he was way out front, and maybe he just didn't have that 450 fitness yet. But there's one thing that holds him back, and if he doesn't figure it out, he's never going to be an elite guy, in my opinion, and that's the whoop section.
Yeah, which he was jumping at the WSX round, too.
Yeah.
Now, there is one other caveat to this team here, is they're on a new chassis.
Yeah.
And there are some struggles, like even Coop's been talking about. Like Coop rode his 25 and then rode the 26 back-to-back to see where it was different because they have been having struggles. Coop said that his thing was the bike doesn't turn the way the old one did.
Yeah.
So
Run the old chassis.
yeah. Yeah, well,
I
that
guarantee-
was something that I've heard is that like they technically could. There was something about it that like they could do that. So
I mean, why not all the same plastic bolts up? Like,
I mean,
what's
probably,
the difference? Just a couple
probably
different
if we go
gussets.
up and they have the motor out and we try to take a picture, they're going to tell us that we
You might
can't
get
take a
yelled at
picture.
again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to shut that down.
Even though
And
you
then we'll
took
post
a
it anyway.
picture and I also took a video and I have it, so whatever. Anyway,
And then I posted it and said they're putting the big bore in.
yeah. All right. Anything else with Star Yamaha there?
No.
No. I think it's gonna be a very solid team, just like it was
Good
last year.
looking team as far as gear.
Yeah.
The O'Neill stuff's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just that I can't get on board with the HGC helmet, dude.
Yeah, as somebody, especially for both of us who have been around along to see the HJC years, where it was like, they may be better, but I still wince every time.
Yeah, man. I watched a video of Brock Hepler the other day hitting the ground with an HJC on.
Dude,
Oh,
I just wince. I'm like, you know what? We're just kind of throwing things in the wind here.
Anyway,
But yeah,
Anywho.
solid.
Okay.
Cooper Webb with the big number 1.
All right. Moving on here to Monster Energy Kawasaki.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Crazy
Kale-
enough, I think this is actually the second most talked about team. I think the KTM team might be the most talked about.
All right, so let's
Oh,
start.
yeah.
Let's start with Chase. Dude, I think we see the same fucking thing. We're chasing something that doesn't fucking exist. We're not making up the difference in our own thing. There's definitely. You remember when he left Honda, and there was a comment from Dazzy that previous people didn't know how to develop the bike?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually.
I've heard similar comments with KTM people now.
I don't know if
which
KTM
is-
though can run their mouth too much on that stuff.
We'll get to KTM.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard some similar comments now. I've heard a few other things through this offseason, some little rumblings here and there about it. That didn't end great. It didn't go great.
Every team he's been on hasn't ended great.
And there was something, and I can't even remember exactly what I heard, but it was basically like, well, if he doesn't know what he's chasing, and now he's going to a team that isn't, and again, I guess we don't really know, but the what's the talk always? Kawasaki has a box, you got to fucking fit in it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that'll work because he doesn't really know what he's chasing, but it also could not work because you can't go outside that box. So if you're in that box and it doesn't work, it ain't gonna fucking work.
Yeah.
I just think we see the same things, man. I think we see stupid mistakes. I think we see fast as fuck. I think we see wins. I think we see podiums, which, by the way, it was 7 wins and 5 podiums last year.
Should have won the title.
But I think the mistakes are still going to be there. And to top it off, he is the only top rider we have not seen ride this offseason. Every other top rider has ridden and shaken down the bike in a race situation.
Mm-hmm.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
That
So
Hawaii track ain't getting you ready for A1, brother.
No, but man, that was a sick
it
shoot.
was so sick.
that was cool.
Anyway,
that was
go ahead,
very
Cole.
cool.
Team Kawasaki speaking here.
Yeah,
This is Team Cowie speaking.
Yeah.
I do own a green bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do.
Where's your
Um,
Team Green hat?
So anyway,
Nobody's got a sick ass.
I got a
Team
sweet
Green.
vintage jacket in the truck.
Yeah, but I mean, you're
I was-
modern Team Green since you're part of the program.
Gone, dude. Don't know.
Rough.
Anyway, to your comments about the box, I'm interested to see if that changes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think Kawasaki's had their back against the wall like this in a very, very long time.
Yes.
I mean, you look back, I think Kawasaki, if I'm not mistaken, is the manufacturer with the most championships.
It was Honda for a while, but I think Kawasaki.
Ended up taking over that.
Yep.
Yeah, and those guys are really scratching their head because they haven't won anything since Villapoto, and they want to win bad.
Well, the bike's slow.
The bike is not slow.
Well, they gave Jason Anderson a fast bike.
Marchbanks had to slow his down too, so.
Oh, you've heard that already?
Yeah,
Where?
he said it right out of his own mouth.
Where?
Right on Instagram or with Swap Moto or somebody.
Oh.
He was on the Swap Moto live show. Anyway, I think Chase can go in with a lot of leverage and say, hey, like, I'll ride for you guys, but I want to do Motocross of Nations, which is another big thing. And I think Kawasaki is at the point where their back is so far against the wall and they want to win again, they're going to have to be a little flexible, and they're going to have some of those conversations that maybe they didn't want to have in the past, and maybe support some events like that, and maybe support and ask for maybe a specific part or something like that on the bike.
So one of the early things where someone was talking to Chase, maybe it was Pulp where he was on, is that he did say, hey, if I want to go do this, are you guys going to support me? And they did tell him yes. So
yeah, I think in that situation, like, he had all the leverage. He had all the leverage. And as far as his riding goes, I think we're going to see that Honda raw speed back. I think that was lacking a little bit on the KTM. Last year, we did see him kind of compete a little bit in those early qualifying rounds where they were just – qualifying was so fun to watch in the first 3-4 rounds last year. And we've seen those little glimpses of where he was at the top. But on that Honda, he was consistently up top.
yeah.
But the other thing is that man on the number 18 wasn't around when he was on the Honda.
Yeah.
So I think the raw speed comes back. I think the whatever word.
Familiarity.
There you go. Wow, that's a tongue twister.
I do well. I'm
You
good
know,
with my tongue.
Please don't ever do that again.
Gene Simmons, R.I.P. Anyway, yeah, I just think it's all around better. I think he's in a good place. I think he's the man. All the focus is on him.
I mean, yeah, because Marchbanks will just ride whatever they give him, basically.
100%.
Won't complain. Like
100%.
Marchbanks is a great second dude.
100%, and I think the stars are aligning for everything to go really, really well. It's, you know, like I said, it kind of goes back to how stiff's the front end going to be? Is he going to tuck the front end?
Dude,
like
the
all
problem
that
I
stuff.
still see is if he doesn't know exactly what he wants and he's not willing to say, "Oh, I'll make up the last 10%," then like it ain't gonna work ever. It doesn't matter where he goes. It isn't gonna work.
Yeah, and it's like the other thing I think about too is those comments he was making about he was resetting the sag like 3-4 times a day, even at the Baker's factory.
Yeah.
But does that go back to obviously they had shock problems?
We'll get to the shock.
So maybe
problems.
maybe that's what the deal was. Maybe that's
well, yeah, that's why he was changing his shock every single time he rode.
And
that was
setting
why
the sag
Vial
multiple
would not
times a
ride
day.
The last moto.
Yeah, setting the sag multiple times a day, and everybody's like, dude, that guy's a lunatic. Why is he so particular about that? But now that we know there
Yes.
was an issue there.
Yes. It's not was. There is.
Yeah. So now he's back on
Hashtag spy photos. Hashtag us. Hashtag news drop.
hashtag
Where did we get those?
what?
Where did we get those photos?
Of
Talking
The
about
Prado- the
at
Prado
test day,
shock.
At the,
where did we get those? I
Yeah.
forgot I posted those. There was a video Moto Verte or one of the French magazines was
Motovert, yeah.
they were at the
Launch?
launch, and at the very end of the video, that clip was in there.
I saw
Interesting.
Yeah.
those photos the same day that the
Yeah.
launch happened.
Yeah, people were
We're,
talking
we're
about
gonna
it.
get there, but anyway, back to Chase, number 4, Cowie, nostalgic.
Looks
I
good.
like it. If Alpine Star and I don't know if the marketing department at Cowie's involved with it, but the gear for the Maui shoot, not Maui, whatever the other island was, awesome with kind of the watermelon vibes, everything.
Well,
matched.
there's multiple sets of gear in there, including stuff that hasn't been released yet.
I don't know, it was sick.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't come to A1 with Carmichael style orange gear, I'm gonna be pissed.
Huge miss.
Huge miss.
Huge miss.
I'm gonna be pissed.
Um,
He's got to wear orange at some point in the season. Carmichael
what do you
style.
think? You've been awfully quiet over here.
I mean, dude, it's kind of hard. to
3-year deal, by the way, as well.
Yeah, I know. Long term here. We'll see if that lasts. I remember the last time Cowie signed a 3. I'm old enough to remember when Cowie signed a 3-year deal with
I
somebody.
know.
It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to argue with everything. I mean, we've seen this enough now with Chase. Like we know he's got the raw speed, as Cole just mentioned. It was a little lacking, on the KTM, but we saw at the end of the year when he actually, finally was able to beat Jet straight up quite a different few times.
And he was doing that on a bike. Sorry, to cut you off, but he's doing that on a bike that he wasn't necessarily super confident with.
And I still believe, man, if and this is a comment I've always made about the Cowies, they've gotten better at it, but the geometry of the frame, this goes back to the Cowie days with them being still a little bit at longer frame and more focused a little bit more from center to back of the bike.
Yeah.
I think that's going to alleviate some of the emphasis and issues that Chase has with that front end diving so much.
Maybe. Look, man, I don't know. Color me skeptical, okay? And I'm sure Eric, it's Spuddy, so, like, I'm sure I'm going to get an earful from him about it. But, I'm so skeptical of it because everything was great at KTM, too, except for, I'm old enough to remember that everything was great. Oh, you weren't hitting whoops because the bike wouldn't, like, the setup was fucked. The week before A1, you weren't hitting whoops 2 years ago. And then, like, everything was still great. And now I'm hearing these stories about how bad it fucking was at KTM. So, like I said, color me skeptical that this is going to fix it. But I'm not sure that the bike and the team is necessarily the issue.
Yeah, with the track record right now, it's a rider issue and not a team issue.
I think the biggest issue with Chase that I think he's gotten to this point, and this used to happen a lot back in the days, in the early days of the 4-strokes when the bikes were fucking tanks and they're just so inconsistent with the way carburation was in the beginning. And just like I said, they were so heavy. Motors were so all over the place. I mean, Cole's fucking ridden enough older 450s. Like
Yeah.
he fucking like they were rocket ships, but it was just sketchy. I think that Chase has now gotten to the point that he's had so many years of just inconsistent setup that he goes in already with these thoughts in his mind. And I know this is not an easy thing to do, but it's almost, we always talk about with moto, it's a huge psychological thing. These guys they're princesses. They're always in their feelings all the time.
Delicate little flowers.
He always goes in he always goes in and he just like he automatically is already starting to go and look for problems and they may not be there yet. Now I'm not saying they don't arise, but if you already go, we all know if you go into a situation and you already are looking for the problem that you had, you're gonna manifest it in your mind before it's even happened. And I remember back in the day too, a lot of guys used to do this, not so much in the 4-stroke days, but the 2-stroke days where it is even way more inconsistent. Guys would go in when they get a new bike, they would ride the bike with the stock setting, and then they would go from there instead of just throwing the shit that worked before. Because it may not work with it like that. So now you're fucking changing clickers around, you're changing the sag, the fork height, triple clamps, and now you've gotten so far away from what the base setting was that now you're like, fuck, where were we at now? And then now as a rider, everybody knows this. Now you're all in your head. You're like, well, what did I do here? And what we all know, a lot of these riders, as you just said about Dazzy making the comment, we know it was about Chase. Not great at setting bikes up, so that makes it 10 times worse. And I just think that if Chase would go into these situations and just being like, hey, if it happens, it happens, but I'm not going to go in looking for that problem because we don't know if that problem exists.
Yeah.
And I think when he went to the KTM, he already had it in his mind. Well, man, we got to make sure the front end's not diving. We got to do this, we got to do that, and we all know with that flex of that bike works totally different right off the rip. And I think he just went backwards. And I hope that it doesn't happen with the Cowie because I still believe right now here in the United States, Chase is the only guy that when everything is perfect is the only dude that will be actually able to beat Jet consistently because he has all the tools to do it.
Yep. Look, I'm super interested. This week was the Feld Media Days, and I know in specific, like JT was talking about, like I'm gonna really read him to try to get a read on
The situation
where he is. He goes because he kind of fooled us all in whatever it was 23.
Yeah, that everything was great.
Yeah, that everything was great. He goes, but thinking back now to it and rewatching some of the stuff, he's like, there was a demeanor about him that I've picked up on. He's like, so I'm going to really kind of zone in on him and see. So I'll be interested to see what JT has to say here from these media days to see how it's going. Because like I said, he's the only one we don't really know.
No.
We saw the release video, and that's it.
Hey, but at least we'll know if things aren't going great because he'll be on the podium with the hat backwards.
I don't know.
Hatgate, baby.
I've seen a couple just Instagram story clips, but I mean that doesn't really give you a lot.
Really
I mean,
quiet.
yeah, I haven't even seen those. I mean, did
Yeah, I
he
haven't
at least
either.
look? I mean, we know we can't base anything off of. Did he at least even look good in them?
He looked pretty good. I mean, he's fucking Chase Sexton, dude. I think he could make a beta look sick.
Yeah.
Was
I
it at
mean-
Sandbox or at Chambers' house?
Chambers.
Well, what's the acceptable thing to you guys? Like, if he's the same as last year, like, let's say he gets 5, 6, 7 wins in, like, battles, has dumb mistakes still, obviously doesn't win the title, but let's say he does the same thing. Is that an acceptable transition year then to a new team?
I mean, for me it is, but
I think
obviously
so,
Kyle
yeah.
wants to win and he wants to win.
Yeah.
But for like me, I look at it and I go, dude, we all act like he struggled last year, and I know outdoors didn't go on the way, but dude, he
7
had a
wins and
fucking
5
great
podiums,
season.
Yeah,
like,
it's not
Yeah.
necessarily.
how
a
have we gotten to the
struggle.
point that we say his season was a struggle? I know that he wants to win a title,
Because he
and,
didn't win the title, and that's the bar.
which is the most
basically.
ridiculous thing in the world. Like
Yeah,
then
but
everybody
It
else.
all
then-
came down to the 2 points he lost for running into the back of Coop at the
if,
Triple
if,
Crown.
if the bar is not winning a title, then everybody sucks.
I know, but that's the unfortunate part for some of these guys. Like you look at Webb, you look at
Yeah.
Sexton, you look
Yeah,
at
for
Jet,
as bad as
the
things,
bar is a title.
as bad as things supposedly were, he did have a great year.
Yeah.
Which is why another thing I think a lot of these dudes get burned out and why they struggle so bad halfway into the season because it's like, man, I'm not winning the title. Shit year. How many wins you get? Like 4, in the points. Wow, that was shitty.
Yeah.
So I guess if you got 9th place, you really fucking suck.
But hey, we'll probably know. We'll probably know if it's not going well because he'll be banged up and we won't see him for a few rounds.
hey, but at least
I'm banged up, bro.
Hey, but at least we know we won't loop it off of a wall and outdoors.
Maybe.
Woo!
Maybe. All right. Marchbanks.
8 to 12. That's all I got to say
Yeah,
about
I
him.
know. I don't.
Yeah,
know
I
a
think
whole bunch.
Marchbanks is just in the perfect position actually because he's
Mm-hmm.
on a factory 450, which everybody dreams of.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of, I wouldn't say got gifted that spot, but he was
He got
kind of
gifted that spot.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was the only option.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know about gifted, dude. There was a bunch of other
What
options.
did he really do, though, that earned him
Well,
a factory
I mean,
ride?
he had a hell of a year.
He did, but he didn't get a win.
Yeah, but he's also consistently ran
No, you're-
top 10 on the club 450.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you, but like, don't we think though that like for you to get a factory ride on a 450, you should at least have one win?
Probably, but man.
I mean, what dude on that? What?
But then the other thing you have
I'm
to
with
look
you.
at.
I'm with you.
I mean, I agree.
I like Garrett.
that,
I like Garrett. I want to make that known. I don't have anything against Garrett. I'm glad he got the
Yeah.
ride, but
Okay, so he got gifted the ride. That's what we're all going to say.
We'll go with it.
And, well, I guess we'll go with that. But I think he's in the perfect position. There's not a lot of pressure on him. The eyes aren't on him. The eyes are.
I've heard he's got a second year option too.
well, who was
So-
it? Phil told him if you don't get a 2-year deal, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah, Phil's
and
in
I've
his
heard
ear,
it's a
and Phil knows.
1-year deal, but there is
With
the
options?
option for the second year.
Couple
and
kickers and
yeah, stuff like that.
Which I
so-
like that performance based. Like you
Yeah.
got to shoot for the goal and get it.
Yeah.
And
I'd be super interested to know what it is.
I heard the most ridiculous thing though. People were like, Jake Weimer, and I'm like, bro, Jake Weimer won a title. I'm like,
Jake
Yeah.
Weimer did get some podiums. in the
people. When I
Supercross,
heard
too.
that though, like,
Yeah,
I'm one of the
that's-
few that likes Jake Weimer.
I like Jake.
I like Jake. He was kind of a little bit of
Jake and Coke.
he was a
baby.
little bit of an asshole when he was racing professionally, and he also got some dirty shit done. Anyways, but people were like Jake Weimer. I'm like, look, I like Garrett and all, but I'm like comparing Garrett to Jake Weimer is a little bit of a diss to Jake Weimer.
It is.
I don't
Jake
know.
Weimer just got overshadowed because your teammate was Ryan Villapoto,
Yeah,
and that's just not
but
fair.
We can also sit here and go coulda, shoulda, woulda, but Marchbanks was starting to be on a roll. He won
He was.
Daytona, like I think
and then
he
the
was.
whole world shut down.
Well, and
Dude.
then he was on that trajectory, and then whatever happened behind the scenes where they told him to get lost, he had to rebuild himself at club, which really wasn't a powerhouse program when he first went there. So that, like I said, I think he's in a great position here where no matter what he does, I think he kind of looks like a hero.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. I think like you said, I think the bar is real low for
Yes,
him.
and
You
he
think
is on record saying that second gear was a lot for him.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to tone it back a little bit.
Hmm.
And one other interesting thing that he said, he's not as wore out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because
well,
on that 250, he had to work his ass
Gotta
off on
wring
that
the
thing.
neck, baby.
So
Do
Yeah.
we think the starts get any better?
no.
Okay.
I think if you're a shitty starter, you're just a shitty
Yeah,
starter.
I agree.
But I do think it'll be awesome because he'll work his way through the pack into the top 10. Every single moto outdoors will be great.
Best finish this year in Supercross.
Ooh, I think he gets top 5.
I think he gets a fifth at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think he gets a top 5 somewhere.
I'll just go one worse than that. I'll go 6th.
All right.
But yeah, I can see top 5 when it starts to get thinned out.
Yeah.
There it is.
Well, I mean, I could also see a one-line track where he somehow miraculously yanks a top 5-ish start.
So if he's 8 to 12, do you think Kawasaki's happy with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
What else are you gonna do?
I don't
Your other
know.
option was not to have a second ride.
Yeah, that's just why I ask. Like I
think they're happy with anything.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
So, all right. KTM.
Why you just bust out laughing?
I
like
don't
that?
know, man,
Because
because,
your boy's on that team.
He's not my boy, but
Is
I
he
just
winning
laugh-
Daytona
your
this
boy's
year?
on that team. Is he
He's
gonna
not
win
my boy.
Daytona?
Do you want
He's
to
not
start
my
with
boy.
your boy?
No, he's not my boy.
Do we
I
want
just-
to start with that
I just
fucking
laugh-
dumpster fire?
I just
whoa,
laugh.
whoa! That dumpster fire was part of Team Kawasaki last year.
I know.
I just laugh at KTM because, like, dude, just the shit around KTM. I saw this a while ago, and I don't know how they like. This is not verbatim, but somebody made the comment. They're like, right now, Kawasaki and KTM in a really weird position because, like, especially with Prado and Chase,
They both are. Yes.
Because, and I don't know where I saw this. I know that some people have talked about
This
this,
has been talked about multiple
but
times.
it's like
yeah.
if Chase goes there to Cowie and he struggles, and Prado goes to KTM and he just all of a sudden is Prado from the GPs, people are going to be like, what the fuck?
Yep.
But then if it goes the other way, people are like, well, okay. But it's like it's a weird situation, and I didn't think about it. And then
Both teams have to put something on the board here, otherwise
it's not a good
looks
look.
bad.
It looks bad.
I'm putting all my eggs in the Sexton bucket.
Oh,
me too.
I don't blame you, but I never thought about that, and then I read it and I started thinking, I'm like that's
Well, what if
actually-
they both do better? Then it's a wash.
Then I think it's a wash.
Yeah.
I think it's a wash.
Let's,
but it's just it's
That
not,
they actually got what they both wanted.
yeah, it's just not great if one or the other goes well and the other one doesn't.
Yeah, so let's Prado pod this. So we get
You want to start, Mr. GP expert?
I love GPs, man, but I told you from a while ago in many texts, and you could even bring them up. I never said I was a Prado guy.
Ooh, he's talking screenshots now. You're fucked.
Ooh.
You're fucked.
How many? You could look them up. I mean, we'd have to go back a long way, but I never said I was a Prado guy. I just said I believed in him.
All right. Well, where are
I
you
have
at?
no idea. I have no idea because he's going back to KTM. We saw how last year was hell. It was shit. And then also, at press day, or not press day, but the launch, the shock blows out. So, that's not great.
See that video of him on? There's a video on Instagram too of him going through the whoops about fucking weeding his shit too.
Yeah.
Well,
I have no idea.
So what Ian said is that he did not have a lot of laps last year in Supercross because he got hurt. And in case you didn't forget, so number one,
Yeah.
I just want to cover this here. Do you guys remember what the main talking point about KTM was last year for this show?
No.
This was the first when they were going through bankruptcy. And we
Oh.
literally had a 45-minute
Oh, that's
discussion
right.
about if the team was even going to finish the year.
It's pretty crazy.
And if homeboys were gonna get their checks.
Yeah.
But it was like, what happens if Sexton's leading the points and the team
Mm-hmm.
folds? Like, so that was wild to listen to.
I mean, fair play to us. Like, that
Yeah.
was like...
Yeah, I mean,
it was
it was-
I
looking
mean,
like
it was
going
a, it
that
was
way.
it was a talking point at that
Yeah.
time.
I think everybody was talking about it.
Now, with that being said here, one thing that we also probably all don't remember, I mean, I do because of whatever, he was hurt last year
Was.
and did not go to the media days.
Mm-hmm.
And
I forgot about
no
that.
one knew about that, and then all of a sudden they just walked in and they were
he
like,
had
yeah,
the-
Prado's not here.
Well, he had the two black eyes or something.
Yeah, because he weeded it in the whoops.
Mm-hmm.
And that caused his like I said, from what I've heard now, it's his preseason last year was not a lot. So that's why KTM right now is literally just making him log laps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think he needs to have the lowest expectations to get through Supercross. And
Did you
then,
listen to his interview with Weech?
I was about to say, the problem with Prado is he doesn't have low
No, he
expectations
doesn't.
for
He
himself.
actually, I was amazed. He does not have expectations for Supercross.
I think he
wants
knows
to get
after
through
last
it.
year. I
Yeah.
think after last year, he knows that your outdoor season rides on Supercross.
He even kind of threw it out that, like, for outdoors, he's like, yeah, my expectation is to win, but he even put it as, like, it's probably not this year, which I was surprised to honestly hear him, because last year I don't feel like that was
Well,
the narrative.
I think somebody sat him down and said, "You need to have some humble pie, homie."
Yeah.
Or he's seeing all the noise on the internet. Like
No, dude, he doesn't pay attention to the internet.
I don't.
That's
I
all
honestly,
it
I
says.
genuinely,
yeah, he paid enough attention to go back and edit his post.
I genuinely don't
That
think.
was probably from the legal department.
I don't think so.
I genuinely don't think he cares though about what the industry says about him, because I go back to, and I told you this back when Prado was the MX2 stuff, and we talk about GPs. Like, dude, he came in when Hurlings was battered for a title, and he went to Aston, and he was fucking with Hurlings. Like,
I don't care. I
Pro-
still think he's super overrated. He's never going to do anything here.
I said
can't
that,
get
and
into the
everybody
overrated
crucified
thing,
me.
Man, that'll go down a long road. He's not overrated. 2 world titles.
He'll
you're
be a
not
third,
overrated.
fourth place guy outdoors.
I think the MXGP titles have been skewed for the last.
So you think Geyser's overrated? You
Well,
think
what I mean,
Hurlings
what
is
I mean, what I
overrated?
mean is, I think we're skewed because we've gone through a 10, 15 year situation where it was like those guys were kind of laying wood to us at MXON, so we were like, oh, these guys are really fucking good. Well, or maybe it was just that we were lacking someone who was that good and out. I mean,
It's never going to be a fair comparison. You know why?
But I just harken back to, like, sorry to cut you off.
No.
I harken back to, like, the RV thing, and everybody points to RV. Well, look, RV went and struggled. No, RV went and won his third fucking race, second fucking race, third fucking race. Like, yeah, he struggled the first one or two.
I don't put a lot
figured
of
it out
emphasis
by
on
number
that.
3 and then looped out. But, like, Yes, he struggled for 2 races, and struggle is a loose term. I don't even remember what he
Wow,
got.
Qatar was really bad.
Qatar was, but then the second
he was
one
hauling
wasn't
ass,
that
though.
bad.
That's where the bike stalled off the line. And
Yeah,
came
but
all
he
the way
still
back,
was
like,
not a
fourth.
dude. He
But
was
then
still
by
not
race
that day.
3, he fucking won.
he did.
Which
Kicked the shit out of everybody,
kicked
too.
the absolute shit. So much so that we were all like, oh, whoa,
But then
maybe
the
this
next
is
race,
going to
though,
work.
before
It's when he
looped
loops out.
But before the next race, before he looped out, though, he was in like 5th, and he was getting walked on.
Well,
Yeah, he was.
I don't
was.
know. Here's the thing. I mean, the thing is, if he doesn't put it together, I mean, it lays a lot of credence to me of like, dude, we got really high on it because they were spanking us for designations, which might have in part been too because let's face it, how many years in a row did we go and not really send the best of the best team because of politics and injuries and everything else in between? So sweet, we don't send the best of the best team. We are losing. Guys don't want to fucking go. Sweet. And they stomp us, and we're like, man, these guys are all really good. Okay, yeah, they are really good, but maybe it's a bit of a relative
They also
thing.
came to Red Bud in 2018 and waxed the shit out of us.
They did.
And I don't want to hear about it. It was a mud race because fucking dirt bikes, you ride in the mud, get over it.
They
like
did, but I don't know, man. Like I said, there is some precedents that precedents that will be set here with going forward with him, and if he doesn't ever pull it together, then there's going to be some looks at, okay, how really good are the MXGP guys? And yes, I will give you Hurling's a la 18 or whatever
2017.
came over and spanked everybody. Okay, cool. I can send Jet there right now and he'll wax everyone. He will fucking wax them. I've watched him do it at Destinations here.
Well,
I watched him do
for
it
a
at
series, it's different. It's the same thing when they come over here. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
different things.
But
going
I'm
into
just saying, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
You
World-
could drop him in over there just like Hurling's got dropped in here.
generational
Yeah, for sure,
talent
for sure,
like
you could.
Hurling's
You
was.
could, you
Yes,
could.
you
I'm
can
not
show
arguing
up
that.
and do that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not.
But
arguing that.
everybody else, a la Prado, who like, yes, great rider. I mean, saying Prado is a shit rider is a bit of an exaggeration, but it's the same.
Supercross. dude.
It's the same thing as like Sexton, dude. Like if I send Sexton over there, Sexton's probably getting walked
Yeah,
for a lot of it.
yeah, for sure.
Like
The
I
elite
see
of the
Sexton
elite.
being Prado, which like yes, he's won titles. He's really fucking good. However, he's not that world class. Like
The elite will always
yes.
be the elite.
Yes.
Yes,
So
for sure.
so like that's where I see it. Now that being said, I still do feel like Chase would figure it out eventually. Prado, I feel like eventually will figure it out. Hopefully here. But like you look at last year, what really bugs me, and it bugs a lot of people, is the quitting thing.
Yeah, for sure.
None of the dudes, including Chase, whatever, am I going to send over there and he's going to quit like that, not try to qualify.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
No, I agree.
That's not what you do as a world-class talent. You don't fucking quit.
I agree.
You don't quit. He quit last year multiple
He did.
times. You yank a start, go backwards.
He
Yank
did.
a start, go backwards. Try not to qualify. Try to do the LCQ so he didn't qualify and could go home. It's a quitter mentality. And once you do it the first time, and maybe you never did it over there, which you probably didn't because he won the titles, whatever, but he never did it over there. But over
No,
here,
he did a few times during.
but
the
over
COVID
here,
year.
it didn't go well. And
Yeah,
now you
that's-
did it right off the rip.
It's just going to be interesting to see him just get his ass kicked over and over and over again in Supercross, and then
Yep.
how's that going to affect his mental going into outdoors as well? But
That's a big
today we're just talking about Supercross,
Yes.
and I think he's going to struggle, man.
I think so too.
I think he's gonna be. I think he'll be.
9 to 15.
I was actually gonna say. Well, I guess it's really not worse because
I think he's back there battling
I
with.
think it's like 10 to 14. So like yeah.
He'll get a good start and he'll do the whole Vince Freeze thing like he did, fucking
Yeah.
cutting over
I
everybody.
think it'd be 10 to 14 because what did he do? What was his best finish before? Probably before
Like an eighth, I think.
We did him.
Hold
So
on,
because
I'll
he
look it
got
up.
eighth,
Keep talking. I'll look it up.
because he got eighth. I know it was early on, but because actually no, that's even better. It was early on. I still unless they just have major shock problems all the way leading up to it and he doesn't get correct testing time. I still have to put him in the top 10 because he got top 10 last year. I don't care how he did it. He did it. So it's hard for me to say that he's going to be much, much worse than that. But to me, I got 10 to 14. I think for Supercross, I think he's 10 to 14. I don't expect anything more than that. I don't think he's gonna win a heat race. I don't think he's ever gonna be on top of the board in qualifying. I think that maybe he'd be able to lead more in the Triple Crowns. But he's not gonna win.
Laps. Yeah, he'll lead a couple
Yeah,
laps. And
he'll
stuff.
he'll lead a couple laps and then he'll start going backwards just because he can't run that pace mentally for an
Yeah, I
entire
mean,
race.
A1 last year he yanked the start
Yeah.
when Tomac tucked the front wheel and he was outside.
on a
for-
track
So-
that
yeah.
everybody was fucking sketchy on.
Anaheim 1, 14th, San Diego 12th.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's about where he's
Yeah.
gonna be.
So yeah,
that's what I
10,
see.
10 to 14. Yeah.
I don't
so
see anything. I
And
don't see
he
anything.
needs to be. Said he needs to just put his mental in a good spot and know that he's gonna get his ass kicked in Supercross.
Yeah.
And how's that gonna affect him going into outdoors?
if he doesn't talk, like give the same speeches that he did with the Cowie, and he just lets his riding, as Cole just said too, let his riding and show that he's actually putting in the effort, he'll be fine because of the fact of who his teammates are.
Yeah.
I think if he talks, he's going to put himself in the same situation. But if he just goes out there, puts his head down like he did when he won 2 world titles, and even go back to the 250 days, he'll be fine because, again, of who his teammates are. Because the focus won't be on him anymore.
Yeah.
The focus will be on Eli and AP because they're going to be doing well. Well,
It's ironic that we have this. We're going into a second year here, and we have the same fucking story. Just get through Supercross to get to out.
because we just don't know. Because last year was such a fucking weird year. It's really, it's really hard to gauge what he will do because last year was the weirdest fucking
Yeah.
thing. I don't know about you.
I don't think it was that weird. I think it was just the way he handled everything
sure.
and the things that were coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, because when you go into outdoors, like outdoors isn't really. I mean, outdoors was terrible, dude. I mean, I guess you.
It was terrible by his
outdoor-
standard of a caliber rider that he was,
Yeah.
but if you take away,
Just-
if you look at like,
Sixth points is pretty solid, man.
Six
Yeah,
and
I mean,
points
look what
was
he was doing
solid,
at
but
Ironman.
let me run you down the overall
Yo,
finishes.
I know, yeah.
6, 9, 13, 17, 5, 6, 9, 14, 5, 12, 10.
he had
Yeah,
some,
but all those 14s, 13s, and all that, he's running 8th,
Yeah.
and then he quit.
Yep.
yeah, and the crazy thing is halfway through the season after Southwick, it actually was getting better, and then I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah. 'Cause
But it's like
it was
because you look at
5,
his
6,
stature.
9, yeah.
But if you go take out the motos where he quit, like the 14th, if that's Garrett Marchbanks out there, you're like, that's actually good.
Yeah.
But it's because of who
But
Prado
Marchbanks
is.
doesn't have 4 world
Exactly.
titles.
It's because of who Prado
of,
is.
But if Prado would have came in and said, "Hey, I'm just learning. This is a whole new ball game," and
Yeah.
set up, if I could ride the bike, I'd be winning.
For sure. No, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Do you
So-
think people would have? How do you think people would have said though? Do you think people still would have gave him shit though because they're like, oh, he's a 4-time world champ, he should be winning? If he would have done that, do you
No.
still think people would have been giving him shit,
If
or do
he
you?
was quiet about it,
But he would have had those
those results. but
those
he was
results
quiet
because
about
he-
it.
yeah, because he's
No,
trying to-
I don't think if he.
I think a lot of people gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was up against so much.
Yeah.
Like he was going to
Okay.
a new country, new bike. Like we all talked about it. Like
Yeah, there was a lot of, especially through the industry too, of people being like, "Look, there's no pressure on him from Kawasaki. This is just a learning year. Like, yo, just get through the year." Which, of course, then he got hurt. Okay, no big deal. And then get to outdoors, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, I don't think anybody in the industry was like, "Yeah, he's probably gonna go win." Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there was anybody that had that
Not that
expectation.
year, no.
The only one that had it was him, and I think that was part of the
Yeah.
doubt.
yeah, I just think this year he needs to just go in with a different mentality and
Yep.
let's see him be the guy that we want to see. I guess
I think-
outdoors.
I think
But again, Supercross. That's the big thing, man.
Yep.
I will say something that I don't think enough people talk about in the industry, but this is kind of a theme with especially the person that just left KTM. I think if he gets his dad out of his ear,
Could
I think
Well,
that he might.
So here's another thing I'll say too, and we're gonna go back to Supercross again. It's gonna be very, very, very hard for him to do all 17 rounds. He didn't come here and ride a 250 and at least do 9 of them or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
And
it's a lot of rounds.
it's gonna be hard, man.
Yep. All right. So moving on to the best rider on the team from last year, Aaron Plessinger, 4 podiums, 1 win.
Gets another win.
Really?
I think he gets another win. I don't know when that's going to be. I think he gets another win.
I'm just worried about his body.
God,
too.
dude,
And
he
I
burned
think-
himself out so bad. At
I
Red
think
Bud.
the win was a bit circumstantial because he
Eh.
got it a bit later in the year, and look at who was out.
But he could do it again. Same thing.
He could, okay, but here's what I
He starts getting spooled up around Daytona. I think he gets.
You put Jet and Hunter in there though. Do you still think he gets that win?
I don't know, man. He got to win the one year that Jet was a rookie.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. I look at that and I go, yes, he got it, and yes, you got to be there to do it and everything, and like full props to him. But
I
same
think
thing with Mookie's win. Like I look at Mookie and I'm like, yeah, he got to win, and he rode great that night. Don't get me wrong, but you add in those two guys, does he? That's another guy. That's another fast guy.
Yeah,
Got to go
but
through and
here's the
Hunter.
thing: is
and
Chad
even
Reed always
faster
said
guy.
it. You got to be in it to win it.
You do. I'm just.
So-
I'll give AP the
I don't
benefit
know.
of the doubt. I think that he has surprised us enough in the last 2 years. I mean, for God's sakes, 2 years ago, it'll be 2 years when the new season starts. He had the red plate, which nobody saw that shit coming.
No.
I think that he gets another win. Like I said, I don't know when it'll be. I think he gets another win. I think he gets maybe a couple more podiums. I think he's gonna have his weird rounds where he's just not on it
think he'll
because
have
again,
that.
Supercross, even though
Yeah.
he's been really good, is still not his forte. But I do agree with Cole. What he did to himself at Redbud, I think it actually started way back at Thunder Valley, trying to keep up with Jet and Eli and Hunter. That makes me nervous because when you do shit like that and you burn yourself out that bad, and obviously if we had Coach Rob on, he'd probably say the same thing. It's really hard sometimes to bring
Yeah.
yourself back from that, no matter how much
And
you do.
I don't know that they have it figured out what was wrong with him.
It's
No.
been very, very quiet from him. Not a lot of him riding at the press day. Like,
Well, he just started riding right after.
Yeah.
well,
press, I
to
think.
me, I think that's a good sign that he went and
Yeah,
parked
he's
it
been-
and
he's
did
been
absolutely
sitting.
nothing.
'Cause-
Well, he did like what they saw, like they had videos of him from the launch, but they didn't have a lot of videos. But he kind of just looks like he was just
He was
kind
cruising.
of
Yeah.
floating around.
But
Yeah.
that's because, like I said, I don't think he started actually riding and doing program work until after the launch.
Well, good. Maybe
is
that'll be
what
better
I've
for him.
heard.
Yeah.
So
He's into the season.
because he has been basically just sitting.
Yeah, I say ease into the season, and Daytona gets him revved up every year.
Yep.
Once he
'Cause
gets to Daytona, it's game on.
Because
Yeah.
again, I know this is about Supercross, but dude, that Thunder Valley, that race was so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
That was
Yeah.
so sick.
Yep.
If he can replicate that at least in Supercross at least one time this year, because I mean, who doesn't like it? I'm sorry, if you don't like AP, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to not like. Even if it's for show, there's nothing not to like about him. So when he's doing good, let's be real, the sport is doing well.
You
Yeah,
think it's
it's-
WWE, huh?
It's
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
it's pretty crazy that you don't look at him as like an elite guy, but some of the outside reach that he's gotten. He's done
Yeah.
What was the NASCAR thing that he did?
he did Dale Jr.'s podcast,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
He did the
That's
Freedom 500 at Cletus McFarland.
Oh, did he?
He
The
did
Dale
do that.
Jr. thing,
That's
though.
cool.
That's a
Did you see that video?
No.
His wife had a video of him running because you had to all the drivers like started on like a starting line on foot, and they had
Yeah.
to foot race to their car.
Oh, yeah.
And Plessinger was way in the back, and that dude was like Marshawn Lynch, dude. Went cruising past all of them and got into the car first.
That's
Just He's a
awesome.
runner, dude.
That's awesome.
But
That's
yeah,
lengthy.
but like I say, you don't look at him as like the elite guy winning all the time, but he's
Yeah.
got some reach outside.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
I mean, what do you?
And and another thing, the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the foreign dudes at MXON from other teams from like Guam and Guatemala and stuff, their whole families are wearing the KTM Red
That's
Bull hats,
awesome.
dude.
So what do you guys think he's going to do then results wise?
I think he's podium here and
I think
okay.
he gets a heat win or two.
My
I think he
big caveat
podiums.
is what's the health situation?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at
He's
because
100%.
because if he starts doing the program here and starts having issues again, like what the fuck are you gonna do?
What do you think if he doesn't have issues?
If
Just
he doesn't have
hypothetically.
issues, I think he's podium here and there, and I think that's it. But
All right, fair enough.
but yeah,
Kind of where I'm
that's-
at too.
All right, cool.
So, all right, and the big signing here, the big talking point, Eli Tomac.
Got
here.
that fucking cable clutch, bro. He got that cable clutch. Love it.
I had a feeling he was gonna get that.
I was being honest with you. I was the exact opposite. I was like, dude,
I didn't
they're
expect
not doing,
that.
They're not doing that for
I
him.
did. I was like, their backs were against the wall too.
Yep.
Good for them though, man, to actually be willing to like put their shit aside and go, you know what? We know how to do this,
We
make it
can make
right.
one.
We're gonna do it for you. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what? It's still weird seeing a cable clutch on a KTM. But hey, man, it shows that they're willing to work with him.
Okay,
So
but
And it's starting a whole thing where everybody's like, maybe I need one of those for an accessory, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gonna sell more parts. But
but
it's already going a little sideways from what it sounds like.
honeymoon's over, right? We all watched the Australia round, and I don't want to read too much into
yeah,
it
it's
because
one,
it's
it's
off
one round.
season.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, we went to Vancouver, and we all went, holy shit! Look at Tomac.
This might
on
be
that
all
thing."
right.
Yeah.
But see, the thing though is, for me, it went the other way though. It went well on dirt that I actually thought it was going to go the opposite,
Same.
and it went
Same.
in Argentina or not Argentina, but
Vancouver.
yeah, no, Australia. No, he did well in
Australia,
Vancouver.
yeah.
When he went to Australia, I thought it was going to be the opposite. I thought that bike was going to work really well for him in the hard shit, and it went the other way. So it's like
Well,
I
we
don't
spun
really
a
know.
360 in the corner.
Yeah, but I also think that's a chassis thing.
yeah,
though.
we thought the chassis, like you go to all the rounds and Ricky's always in the booth just, Oh, those steel frames, dude.
He's like, oh, those steel frames.
Yeah, look at Malcolm, look at Chase. They're just look at them just turning on that flat ground.
I don't know.
I think it'll be fine.
I think it'll be okay.
I think we're reading too much into it.
But
I think he himself is reading too much into it.
I think it's
if I didn't have questions before coming in and then saw that, I'd be like, it's probably okay. But like, here's the thing: we had questions coming in of like, was KTM going to be able to put a bike under him?
But he killed it in Vancouver, so it's like, why are we focusing on this? Kind of goes back to my argument. We always focus on the negative shit.
Yeah.
If I'm him, I'm looking at. I get it. I'm not him, so it's easy to get pissed. But all this time, you want to win, whatever. You worked everybody, and he worked. Kenny was really good in Vancouver, but let's be real. Eli worked everybody in Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Did great on a setup that most people didn't think it. Thought it was going to go the other way. And he killed it, walked away from everybody, and then you have one, like, why would you all of a sudden forget what you just had? I think it just goes to the chassis setup. And you could watch Australia and go, right away you can look at it and go, that's a steel frame thing. He is not used to certain things. It's a steel frame.
I think we're not going to see anything like Australia
No.
here because of the way they chisel the dirt, lime's gone, all that.
And we don't roll the whoops the same way.
We
they do
don't,
either.
yeah, like nothing's
And
going to
those
be the
whoops are
same.
farther apart than what AMA ones are.
Yeah.
What happened in Vancouver, I think we're going to see a lot of that because I think that was more similar to what kind of conditions we get all year.
Like, dude, he goes to Seattle, Indy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't focus on the negative. I can't look at Vancouver and just forget that Vancouver happened. Because honestly, I thought Kenny was going to win Vancouver. I don't know about you guys, but I thought Kenny was going to go in there. Eli may get a main, but I'm like, Kenny's going to walk everybody here because I don't think that bike was going to set well with the dirt there.
Yeah.
And then he goes in and kills. Like today, if he'd have been in Sweden, I know that Kenny wasn't going to be there and whatever, but I think he'd have walked everybody again. I can't just look at Australia and go, well, fuck Vancouver, that didn't happen. I can't with Eli. I think he's getting too ahead of himself.
I'm just more confused than ever because we had one good and one bad, and I'm just like, I don't know how to read this.
Well,
stuff.
you know,
Well,
stop
yeah.
using the
Back to
scoop.
square one.
Well,
Stop
the other
using
thing
scoop
too
tire.
is like the scoop's a whole other thing, but dude, Vancouver goes great. He's interviews, you know, he's
Head bobbing.
He's
yeah,
like, yeah,
he's
yeah,
pe-
yeah, we're
yep.
good, we're good,
He'd
we're
peck her
good.
head and like the motorcycle's great.
Fucking
like
great, we're good.
Yeah, I just feel really good on the motorcycle.
fucking chicken decking it.
Yeah, and dude, Vancouver happens. He's fucking out of there before they can even get a word with him. Or Oz or Aussie or whatever. Whatever.
The Gold Coast.
Whatever. The Australian round. Did he have to catch a flight that early, or was he
No,
not
was catching
happy?
a flight. I think it was not happy, but.
Well, I
mean-
also think they should have came there with something other than the scoop tire.
But the tire situation's interesting.
I get why he runs a scoop tire. It's a feel thing. But
Yeah.
bro, come on.
But from what I've heard now, there are some tires that the production's
Yeah, the
stopping.
allocation.
Yeah, and there's other ones that they're coming up with that aren't as good. Because Hunter was talking about this, which I don't know about you.
That's
I haven't
probably
really, in
interesting.
the
I wanna
10
hear
years
that.
we've done this, heard these guys actually legitimately talk about tire testing. And like Hunter,
The lugs being shaved off and stuff.
at Paris was basically like, so when we go back, we got to do some tire testing because there's some tires here, there that aren't working, some are, and like we
Well-
got to figure some shit out. And I'm like, what?
Well, the other thing with the scooped is the carcass is a lot softer, and that's why Eli likes the feel of that
Yeah.
on the lean angle.
Yep.
I
So
think it
if
also
they could
comes-
put that carcass with a more of a hybrid, more developed tire,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it also comes back to the same thing with the cable clutch. It's all about feel with him. So even if it's going the other way negatively, he can feel what the bike is literally
Right.
doing through his body. Where with like a whatever we want to call an intermediate setup now,
Yeah.
it may seem like it's digging, but he doesn't have the feel, which is a weird thing to say about Eli because back like when like the early years, it wasn't as bad, but now it's like, dude, I have to feel everything.
Yeah, I think.
I can't forget Vancouver happened. I'm sorry, I just can't. I get why he's pissed. I get it, but I can't just be like,
Does he win?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
dude. If he rides like he did in Vancouver,
Uh huh.
I
I think we see Vancouver Eli
think,
quite a few times.
Just chicken necking?
and that's a
Oh, I think he's sticking around for interviews. You know,
and that's a scary thing to think about because
What's up, dude? Just
that's a chicken nugget.
just really love my
Fuck it,
motorcycle.
I really love this.
dude. I love the rider triangle
yeah,
and
it's great.
Yeah,
It's like,
dude.
dude,
Everything's good.
But
and,
no.
yo,
the Austrian engineer said, "What do we need to get beast mode?"
back. And I was like, well, you know,
well, yeah, there's more chicken nugget.
So I don't know if you
Cable
caught
clutch.
this. You'll respect this. So remember Mini Warriors 4? Or no, or one of the old ones. He's sitting there playing Xbox. He's like, check 1 2, check
Yeah.
1 2. He did that in one of the KTM interviews. He was sitting in the shop, and I think it was Michael Lindsay or something. Right in the beginning, he's like, check 1 2, check 1 2.
That's awesome.
Feeling it.
Nothing
No,
changes.
I think if we see that guy where he's that good in the soft stuff, where like in the last 3-4 years where he's actually struggled a little bit more, it's always been the hard stuff at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I think that he's gonna be great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Anything else with KTM before we move on?
I
No,
hope that
not
shock's
really.
good, dude.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm just worried about that situation.
Yeah,
Look,
that's
man,
a little
the privateers
sketchy.
got it figured out.
Yeah, they can just throw KYB on it.
No, they got the standard shit figured out.
So those guys are not running the standard something.
They are.
The privateer guys are.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a very simple fix. I've talked to some people. They have it handled. It's no problem. They cannot figure out why the factory team can't figure this out.
I can't imagine what KTM rider you've talked to.
I don't know, man. I know
I
a
have
few.
no idea. Is it who the fuck would
I
that
have no
be?
idea. Anyway, all right. So with that being said, that's going to wrap up our Gutterworks first half here. So I want to thank y'all for joining us. Well, I guess I shouldn't. I mean, you can join the members area. Although if you're seeing this and you're not a member, then you've already missed your opportunity because now it's out live. But if you want to see us record the show live like we are now, which our members are, is anybody in the chat for the members, by the way?
Oh yeah.
What are they saying? Let's say what's up to the
More
members
chicken
here.
Yeah. They want more chicken neck.
They want more chicken
Yeah.
neck.
They said do that chicken head
Do
like Chingy.
Maybe we should just do this the
Just
entire
the
show.
fuck.
I'm
Hey,
having a great
hey,
time.
every time Eli wins a race,
We should.
we should just
We should get
So-
shirts that say chicken neck on them.
We're working on merch. Anyway, what do we got in the chat?
At the start, we had Tim Cross.
Tim, what's up?
Says, eating Chinese while waiting on Ohio State game.
Sounds gay.
I know, right?
Go ahead.
go Buckeyes, dude.
Go Buckeyes.
Like to watch guys play with
He's
balls,
a big
huh?
old Buckeye
I am.
bucker.
Even though I haven't really watched a lot of football this year.
Well, he likes to get pegged, so whatever. Anyway, continue.
Jeffrey Wengard.
Okay.
Tried the Monster Rio Punch.
Monster Real Punch energy drink talk here.
Monster is the devil's playground, so I can't. drink
666.
Monster. Yeah, so got to get off that one.
Judas.
Can't do that.
Judas.
Judas.
Go ahead.
RS.
Ralph. That's
Oh,
Ralph.
okay. He changed his name. He said what's up?
What's up, Ralph? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Someone deleted a message.
Gay.
I know, right?
Super gay.
I bet it was what's his nuts?
David.
No. What's that other goofball? Y'all's nuts.
Oh, y'all's nuts. That
I don't
guy's
know
a
if he's a
gem.
member right
that
now.
guy's a gem.
X-Man rules, whoever it was.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not anyone who we thought it
No.
was, so it's not regular. Anyway, go ahead.
Tim Cross, Chase being quiet. Chase being quiet could be he's hauling ass, or he is struggling bad.
He's not hitting whoops. Go ahead.
I've seen videos of him hitting whoops.
Probably playing a lot of golf.
Lefty.
34
lefty.
days and we'll know.
Yes.
Yep.
Marchbanks top 5 a lot.
Not a lot, but good try.
Exactly.
Says we will see soon, hopefully doing the work. I have no idea what that's referencing.
Probably
probably.
Chase. Who knows? It was whatever we were talking about.
Marchbanks will be lucky to 8 to 12.
8
Yeah,
to 12? Okay.
Okay.
In there.
All right.
Is he battling with Prado? Is he better than Prado?
Ooh,
That'd be interesting.
That'd be a good
gonna
one.
be a thing.
Prado Marchbanks
Can't
battle.
wait for the Prado
Big
March.
Prado.
And
Can't
you
wait
know,
for the
you know
Prado
Marchbanks is going to pass him a little aggressive.
Can't wait for the Prado Marchbanks battles.
If
The
I'm Marchbanks,
battles.
I just clean him out.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah, he's like the one guy you don't want to clean you out.
Yeah. Anything else?
Like a monkey fucking a football.
Jet Hunter Chase, Kenny Tomac, Anderson Cooper Webb,
Malcolm.
Malcolm, Barcia
Barsha,
Fernandez.
Barcia, dude. Garcia.
Whatever that is.
Steven
I-
Garcia.
I used
So
to-
hold on. Every 450 guy.
Jesus.
I used to call him Barcia too.
Barcia?
Barcia.
Barsha? Kind of like Marsha.
Is there anybody talking shit?
We got a few more messages.
Mm.
We will find out DeWolf Racing here and
No.
No, DeWolf is not racing.
It's not racing here.
Coonans aren't either.
Neither are Coonans.
Nope.
I think they took a couple laps around the Supercross track and said, "Fuck this."
I have no idea. I saw videos of Lucas riding.
I heard
but
they're coming. I heard they're coming outdoors.
Good. That's probably what they should do.
Dan Truman kind of made that
Yeah,
I mean,
they,
the schedule-
they
the
want some
schedule
SMX
definitely-
action.
that he was gonna. Yeah,
And you
do
know what?
that in
Redbud might be
SMX.
one of them.
Yeah, they
Great.
did say that.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
I am too.
Oh,
Here to
Let
hear
me-
Sasha
let me-
just fucking hold it wide open.
let's see here. RS Can MX. That I think that's Ralph, but that might not be Ralph. Sorry, I got it pulled up now, so we're good. Chicken neck with a 3 instead of an E. That's funny. Dreadful XR. What up, guys? What up? And Dreadful XR says new member. Can't wait till 2026. Well, thank you. We really appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
Dreadful.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So with that being said, Seth is going to take us to a break here. We're going to take a little break, reheat this because I don't know about you. I'm cold. He's in jacket, so he's probably okay. I'm starting to get cold. I got to take a Wiz Khalifa.
Damn.
Are your knees cold?
We going to hold each other's or what? Actually, I'm just kidding. Don't touch me.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you want
Yeah,
to do
you
that.
don't want to touch
I don't
it.
want
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We're gonna take a Wiz Khalifa. I'm gonna refill my drink. We're gonna come back with our Complete Racing Solutions halftime report, and then we'll go from there. So we will be right back.
Finish my pack.
Yo, and we're back here for our Complete Racing Solutions halftime report. And this month, Complete Racing Solutions here has us highlighting Coach Rob's arm pump seminar, and we're gonna raise money for Hayden Bennett. So if you've ever had a race ruined by your burning forearms, Cole.
Yeah.
Coach Rob's doing a 5-part series every Monday in the month of December. It's a live 1-hour Zoom webinar. I know you've probably, by the time you've seen this, you've missed the first couple. But I'm sure he has it in the archives there, too, and you can catch the last few.
I bet Jeremy McGrath would have went no too.
Probably. So for a limited offer, every day retails $500, but during the month of November, which I assume is still going because he hasn't sent me an update yet, price is $250 with all the proceeds going to injured rider Hayden Bennett. So registration opened November 7th, so make sure to go check that out. If you want to get rid of arm pump, Coach Rob will help you out, or with any other nutrition stuff. You hit Coach Rob up yet?
Not yet.
What are you waiting for, man?
I mean, what am I training for?
I don't know.
Cole's busy.
I mean,
Loretta Lynn's do 30 plus. Making a comeback.
You want to go to Loretta's in 30 plus?
you want to go to Loretta's in 30 plus?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know.
Could put you in college.
When that new Cowie 2-stroke comes, I'll be doing that
there
sprint
we
enduro.
go.
There you go.
You got any news to drop about that?
I know nothing.
No,
Nothing?
he doesn't. No.
I know nothing.
Stu Baylor said it was real fast.
I know nothing. If he's out there saying that, he's pretty ballsy because I'm sure he probably signed an NDA at some point.
Stu Baylor doesn't give a fuck.
We can bring back this 2-stroke class. There you go.
There we go.
Hey.
All right, let's get in this halftime report here, you
Hey,
guys.
you know what I'll do? I'll go the Jerry Robin route and I'll go get a 1980s one.
Good.
Tell everybody I'm poor, and then
yeah.
So my actual question to you is that when that bike finally, whenever that may be, when that bike finally comes out, are you actually gonna think
I
about
want
buying
I
one?
want to have the first one.
So you're actually gonna you're not
think
just
I'm
gonna
gonna get
test it. You're gonna buy one.
I think I'm gonna get one.
There
He's
you
going
go.
to steal it right off the fucking boat, so he makes sure he has the first one.
That's ballsy too.
Right out of the port. Anyway, okay, you guys want to talk WSX, Paris, OzX. Where do we want to go with these?
You're the show host.
No. I'm letting you guys pick here.
Cole, you pick one.
So I didn't really watch much of what the Lawrence brothers did.
I didn't
OzX.
either.
OzX. I didn't watch much of that.
I kind of just watch replays on the thing.
I
on
didn't get to
YouTube.
watch much of Paris either.
I watched Paris.
Watched a little bit of that, like
Paris. I watched the highlights. Was all so.
Yeah, like
I was
the Mook
suffering.
looked pretty good, dude. He was sticking that bike.
Didn't ride. It only rode like 6 times before that. He said.
Well, he should probably not ride until Anaheim then. 'Cause
I
he
guess
looked
so.
pretty
And
good.
And it looks like he's been getting steak.
He has been eating a couple
He ate a
steaks.
steak.
He ate a steak.
Ate a
Definitely
steak.
did.
Ate a steak.
Definitely did.
Man.
So, I don't know. I guess we could start with Paris, man. I didn't expect
Cauliflower pizza.
I didn't expect him to come out and like do that well and come through the pack and come from the back and pass one of the Lawrence boys because
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen Mookie do that before. Yeah, dude, he looked phenomenal. Does he carry that into this season? Maybe. You know, you got to think
Yeah.
that he's back on, a year or two of rebuilding as well. And there's always that thing in our industry, year 3, usually when things start clicking.
Yep.
And this will be his 3rd year,
With Husky.
say, kind of back on a
Factory team.
Okay.
Where he actually knew what he was going to get the next year.
right.
Okay.
So a little bit of confidence building from getting through all the outdoors. The SMX deal kind of sucked for him. But that win in Tampa, like I think things are rolling for Mookie, and you know, we can get into Husky in a second, but he might be a sleeper.
Yeah, we will get into Husky in our second half here. Any thoughts on the Lawrence brothers riding stock bikes with suspension?
I mean, it happens.
I kind of like it because I think you should. I think you should start with a stock bike and then throw stuff at it from there. I remember all the issues with Roxon and the Suzuki, and he was hating it, and he just went back to a bone stock bike and started working from the stock platform up.
Yeah.
And I think that could be a good thing for those guys.
Yeah.
So.
Apparently, I'm too fat. My chair keeps sliding down. This is fucking weird. Anyway,
They may not have been balls fast, like whatever, but Jet still did Jet things, did a quad nobody was doing, won.
Yeah.
And those guys don't care.
yeah, I know they don't care, and especially like with Australia, it's just like that's just a homecoming thing for them. The one thing I'll say is like, dude, it's super weird though because okay, you do that, and like if you take your suspension is set up to handle a bike that moves at the speed that you have it tuned for. So then you go to a stock motor, it's like, well, yeah, it's not going to act the same, man. Like, that chassis won't perform the same because the motor's not producing the same amount of torque, the same amount of horsepower. So, like, I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing. And, like, it was pretty okay, but then, like, Jet kind of threw out a little comment here about, like, well, if I had my full bike or whatever, and it's like, okay, dude, don't say dumb shit
Yeah,
like
you got it.
that.
I saw that too.
Like,
I'm like,
like,
There's
I'm
something
a
about
big
jumping a
Jet
5.
guy, but,
Yeah.
well,
That was an Oz X. That was Oz
Yeah.
X. They made a comment to him. He said that to the track worker after press day, and everybody kind of looked at him and like, yeah, don't do that. Like, apparently there was even a track worker that said, like, yeah, you probably... They, like, went out and made it specifically where he couldn't try to do it because they were nervous.
he
that,
almost did it.
but they didn't
Because
want
he
him to...
overshot that four.
But the track worker, they didn't... The guys building the track didn't want him to do that.
And I think that was where I think that was one of the comments with the factory bike because he was basically like, yeah, probably if I had my factory motor, I could have done that. And it was like,
I don't know.
oh,
Either way, I think it's a good thing. Like ride that and have it be off and fucked up because you're gonna feel something different, and who knows what you're feeling might translate over when you get back and you do have all your full
Because
stuff.
we definitely remember
Maybe.
the talk at the beginning of 2025 with the bike setup and how
Yes.
everything was ass backwards and they didn't like it. So it's like, dude, do you really want to have that happen
well,
again?
I mean, they struggled. You look at
Yeah.
look at the
No,
start
it's
of last
true.
year, they
That's
were
what I mean.
struggling there. So, and now this year we've done the off-season races, and now they got 4 weeks or something. And I don't know if they're at the dog pound yet. I haven't checked in with my source to see.
I'm not sure.
If they're back riding yet, but it's like maybe they are. Okay, cool. So you got like 4 weeks, and you got to do some testing stuff here. I don't know. Dazzy said that they weren't doing the full ringer next year, and he said they weren't even from the way he made it sound after Paris when he was being interviewed. It was like they weren't even gonna do Desnations next year, but then they won, so now they kind of have to go back to Desnations. So, but from what it sounds like, they're going to do Desnations next year, and that's it.
Just make sure when we go back to Aston, they'll just skip that one.
Yeah. So, okay.
I don't know. Jet will be an animal in the sand.
Yeah,
So
I still wouldn't go.
that covers Paris and Oz-X. Okay. What have you guys thought of WSX so far? I'm not talking specific riders here. We'll get into that. We've already talked about Tomac. We will get
Attendance
to the
has
Deegan
been
thing.
terrible.
What?
Yeah,
looks terrible.
has not looked good in the
They
stands.
sold out the first one, and they sold out the Australian
Wait till you watch
one.
Sweden.
What'd they
today.
sell out? One section?
Wait till you watch. Are you talking about in Vancouver? Because people have talked about
No,
the
Vancouver was.
I was about to say, 'cause
Vancouver
people-
was, from what I've heard, about the same as last year.
Are you talking about Argentina?
Argentina
That
was
one
Yeah,
they
that's
sold
not-
out because they literally brought in their own bleachers.
12,000.
That's
yeah.
That's not great.
Yeah.
That's not great
So
for a place that loves motocross. Because Argentina, I know this is hard to believe, but like when they used to do the first GP round in Argentina,
yeah,
they look at the moto guys as
Yeah.
fucking rock stars. Like there's a
Yeah.
report, yeah.
but they were.
So
they
12,000 is not a big number.
That was all the bleachers they had, though.
But
like
I mean-
like you do understand that was a pop-up.
I know.
Pop-up event.
I've seen it.
essentially.
That's why I made the comment when we knew it was going to Argentina. I'm like, dude, that's a fucking autodrome. That's
Yeah.
like I was like, how are they going to do this? And I know.
I'm not sure that they're there next year because there's something going on. From what I've heard,
They
they're
might
going to
not
be
even
somewhere
get Cape
else.
Town next week.
Why? What have you heard?
There's nothing going on. It's behind the stuff that has nothing to do with like I know that we're still scheduled to go there, dude. Cape Town right now, South Africa, and apologize to any South Africans if we have the watches. They're very worried about like the atmosphere of the people going on in Cape Town. Cape Town is in a very rough situation as far as like there could be some shit that pops off during the race, and they want to keep everybody safe. That's why that race almost didn't happen because they were
Interesting.
going back and forth with it.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with anything I've heard. It's just the politics that are going on right now.
Because I haven't heard any. I haven't
No, I
heard
hope it
any
happens.
rumblings.
I hope
that-
it happens.
Of,
But if it cancels, I wouldn't.
which
be
is
shocked.
interesting because if there were rumblings, I thought I would have heard about it because obviously Steve was at the last. Was at the.
Well, I did
Oz
just see
round.
a tweet from Steve while we had break. I was on X.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's being a smartass, but he said the next event in WSX is going to be a banger.
It's not great. Like you think Oakland's bad?
Yeah.
Not even fucking.
Interesting.
Okay, so when he says banger, is he being smart? Like a
No, he
smartass?
might try to be a smartass, but he also might be serious. Like I'm not joking. Like I apologize if we have any South African people, but like I pay attention to that kind of stuff. It's very, very bad there. It's not great.
Yeah, I haven't looked into anything.
Yeah, I don't-
but I've heard.
So I hope
I've
that
heard
doesn't-
there's some stuff going on down there, but I
I
haven't
hope
heard
everybody's
anything
safe
crazy.
and nothing happens. But I will just say that if they get to there and it's like, oh hey, sorry, it canceled, it wouldn't shock me.
Interesting.
But as far as like the attendance, okay, that's really good that they sold out 12,000. I get the circumstances, but everywhere else, dude.
Australia was sold out too.
Oh, he's talking it's going to be a banger because it only Anderson and Savachi are tied in points, and Craig's only one behind both of those guys.
Oh, okay.
Anderson will kill him.
I would think too, if it was going to get canceled or something, that there would be an announcement already of
Yeah.
where they're going besides that. Because from everything I've gathered from listening to these interviews with Tom, the CEO, it's that their whole goal is to not drop rounds. That's
You
why
mean like in
that's-
Malaysia?
That's why we went to Sweden.
You mean
Yeah.
like in Kuala Lumpur?
Yeah. So
Yeah, no.
I would
don't
think
know, man.
we would have heard something
Yeah.
by now.
Yeah. No,
Because
you're right.
because I mean like
For
literally
sure.
they just raced. So
Yeah, I know.
so now we're a week and
Yeah.
they're all going from there to South Africa.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. Look, man, you got to be careful with the news too because, like Seattle was burning down due to riots and stuff and
Well,
then
South
there's-
Africa's in a little bit of more.
I
of a
mean, it's different,
financial-
yes,
yeah.
but I'm just saying, like,
No, I
if you
know.
did watch the news and
Yeah, for
stuff,
sure.
the Seattle was burning down, and then I've heard from some people that they went there and they were like, "Hey, I want to go see the riots," and they're like, "Yeah, we haven't seen one yet."
It's the same thing that was happening in Oregon.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
So
No, I get it.
anyway,
I don't know, man. Like it's been really good racing, especially what was it the round in Australia? What was it, the second 450 main or whatever? The first one,
That
just
was-
freight trading for the whole time. Loved it. The racing has been great.
I filmed a video this morning that I'm going to put out, kind of just overviewing the last couple WSX rounds, and I'm
No,
like,
let me guess whose name's in the fucking title.
Deegan.
No,
He's like, no,
I don't know
jackass,
what-
Ken Roxon.
I don't know what I'm doing. But like the Australia round, in my opinion, was like the best WSX round.
It
ever.
was. It was.
race wise.
I just-
wise.
I didn't even watch the 250s. Was that good?
No, but
Okay.
the 250s are boring because Max is just walking.
The first
everybody.
moto today was good. The other two,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even waste your time. The first moto was good. I'd watch the first moto. The other two, I wouldn't waste your time.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I know it's not supposed to feel like this, and I know it's the off-season race, but if I'm comparing, and again, I understand it's hard to compare because of the difference. One race has been going on a lot, or one series has been going, or one race because it's not a series. When I watch the WSX rounds, even with having Eli, Kenny, Ando, Savachi, Craig, whatever, even with Deegan in there, I watch them and I go, like the racing's good, but I don't get the feel. Dude, even when I watch Paris, though, I just, I get a feeling that it, means more, which I don't know what that says. But I don't watch these WSX rounds and go, yeah, this really means anything. Like if Cullen Park,
I
won
don't
the
think.
two,
I don't think it means a whole lot.
I think it's cool that we have more racing.
I love it.
If these guys are getting paid, then that's great.
Yep.
But
Well, Roxon's probably saying something.
I think
yeah, but Kenny's
like
deal
the
was different.
track this weekend, or that's going on right now, or whatever,
It's
brutal looking. But
But at least
all the
okay,
tracks have been great. It's not been the same shit every
it's not
time.
been the same shit, and they've at least all okay, Abu Dhabi Stadium great, but it's a fucking arena cross track.
It is.
All these tracks have at least looked. Even the pop-up event in Argentina looked like a Supercross track.
Right.
It did. I didn't look at that and go, "Oh, this is a fair race," which would have been super easy. I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, it is." Was it a little bit different? Yes, but it's still on TV looked like a Supercross track.
Yeah.
So I was okay with it.
I think it's been cool. A lot of eyes have been on there. I think the U.S. guys can benefit from it.
Yeah.
Like look at Tomac going there and riding a bike and learning his bike and
Yep.
his team. A lot of people don't think about that. How is your
Yeah.
team manager going to react in a race situation?
Yep.
Deegan thing was a huge grab for them.
Yep. Yeah, they did super well in grabbing those moments.
Well,
this
then in
off-season.
Argentina, they had rider sections for people. Like you had the Deegan section, you had the Roxon section.
Yeah, I think that was just because they needed to name
But it's a
the
nit- it's a nit-
bleachers
but it's
because
different,
because
though.
they
It's
were
different. There's
But you know
something
how
where you
the-
can vote on the rider of the night
And
too.
you know how
that
these
person
casual-
gets
10 grand,
You know
Yeah.
how these casual fans are, though. They're always looking for something different where, like,
Yeah.
they can, like, there can be their guy. Oh, I sat in the Hayden Deegan section. For guys like us, we know it's not that big of a deal, but for, like, the casual fan,
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, this is awesome. I do think they're going to shoot themselves in the foot, though, next year with starting the series in the summertime.
Why though?
Who the fuck? They ain't going to get any big names.
Yeah, they will. Jason Anderson.
Anderson's not going to go if they make him. If part
Anderson's
of his
not riding
ain't riding
outdoors. No, this literally does not affect anything.
What's going to happen is guys are going to get their SMX points or whatever, and at the end of outdoors, they're just going to bail and go do this.
And,
I don't see-
and like
okay,
as
Anderson,
of
one thing-
right now, like the quad lock team or whatever your Reefs team is there, they don't ride outdoors.
No.
And with the HEP, Kenny and Ando are only signed to ride WSX. They're not signed to ride outdoor stuff.
I just don't think you're okay. You get those guys.
So-
but who else are you going to get to show up though? It's
So
just gonna-
yes, you're going to get around.
You're not gonna
in
get
the
Tomac,
summer.
though.
Yeah, I know. You're not going to have wild cards. It's going to be like the racing is right now.
And right now, there's a championship battle with
Going
1
on.
point going on.
Yeah.
only though because the guy that was leading it though is not running the rest of the series. If Kenny was there, like the
Well,
championship.
guess
wouldn't
what?
be
He ain't
close.
fucking running it, and there's a 3-point battle.
The Kenny thing is super weird. The Kenny thing is super, especially the pointing fingers at each
No,
other.
I'm not like that. I'm not trying to go down that road. I'm just making a point. So
Yeah.
I'll ask you then, what do you when it comes down if there's a weekend where it's like say it's the middle of the Nationals,
It's going to be.
what are you guys gonna be tuning into if you had to choose on that day? What are you tuning into? The Nationals or WSX?
But WSX isn't going to be at the same time.
You're
So I'm
you're
going to
changing-
watch.
You're changing the question.
I'm
though,
gonna
because
watch the
I'm gonna
national,
watch
but
the
when the
national.
national's over, I'm gonna watch the WSX as well because I'm a fan of the sport and I love racing.
Yeah, and to be honest, like for the past 2 years, WSX to me, or past 2, 3, whatever it was, basically, since the first season, and we got halfway through that, and then half the rounds were canceled and all that stuff. That series to me has been just kind of like, okay, whatever. It's just one-off off-season races. This year, I actually feel like it is a championship. I'm not fully bought into it because obviously I wasn't sitting there this afternoon like, oh, I got to tune into the race. But I do make sure that I check it out. I do make sure that I
do make
watch
sure I
it.
watch the highlights
I
and
am going to
interviews.
go home tonight after this and watch the motos to see what happened to then probably do another video on it because it is actually feeling like a title now.
I think you're going to struggle to get fans at those races in the summertime.
I don't know why.
Argentina, you're not going to get that many people in the middle of summer in Argentina. You're not going to get that many people to go to Sweden in the middle of summertime to go to a race like that.
Why not,
Vancouver,
though?
maybe, because dude, you got to think about the climate is a lot
What
different
if
that
it's
time of
what
the
if
year.
it's an outdoor?
That's what I'm saying, dude. You know how hot Argentina is in the middle of summertime. You know how much it rains in the summertime in Argentina.
Argentina's
Argentina is the very southern South America.
Well, what if what if it's indoors? Some of these
so
other
it's
ones in
not
the
hot,
stadium.
then it's cold.
It rains. No, it's always warm in Argentina. It rains like all the time.
Okay, so but it's
Said
winter.
it was
but it's
outdoor.
winter season.
Winter's not a thing there. Winter is relative to what we believe it is. Winter there is still like it's 65 and 70.
Okay, yeah. So
It rains all the time though.
well, okay.
You're not going to have that race outdoors.
But I don't know. But I don't know where they're going to be though, and I don't know that Argentina's going to be the first round.
And you're also not going to go anywhere like they tried to do in Malaysia. And I remember talking about this. There's no way they're going to be able to do that in Malaysia. They're not going to have a race in Asia in the middle of the summertime there.
I don't know, man.
It's not going to happen. Vancouver, Canada, you might be able to convince me that round will still be fine because of the way things lines up and stuff. But there's a whole lot more problems unless they're all going to be indoors with climates at these rounds as opposed to what we see in the summertime.
But you do realize too that this series is basing itself much like MXGP.
What are you talking about?
It's off fucking government money. It's not off ticket sales.
You also are going
They're
to have a hard time doing an outdoor supercross if it rained there for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, but you'll still like. I don't know what they're doing. Supposedly we're going to see a schedule here real soon. That's what Tom keeps saying.
I'll
in
be
all his
very
interviews.
curious. I hope it does
So
well.
like I'll be interested to see, but
I just tell you that doing Argentina in the middle of summertime is a crapshoot. Canada would be fine. Sweden would be tough. South Africa is always going to be tarred, but I don't think we're going to go back there. You're not going to do one in Asia in that time of the year because that's typhoon season.
well, I heard we're going back to Cardiff too. So what if we start in England?
Does it? I don't know. Is there gonna be a lot of alcohol being sold? I don't know. I'm just telling you from the things that I know
'Cause,
about.
like the weather will be nice there in the summer.
No, it's not. It's never nice. Weather in England is never nice. Or not
Summer's
England. I'm
better.
sorry, Wales. I'm talking about there. It's never
Summer's
nice.
better. At least it's warm.
That's debatable.
But like they're running into the problem too. They can only get certain soccer stadiums
And I totally understand
in the
that.
summer. So
I hope it
that-
does well. I love it. As Cole just said, we're all fans of racing. I love the racing. I've been tuning
Dudes
into
get
everyone.
paid, teams
I
get
love
paid,
it.
more
I just think
jobs.
they'll struggle if they do more earlier in the year as opposed to the timeline that they have now. Because
But what do you
they're
mean
gonna
by struggle?
they're not going to get anybody to show up to these races, and they're also going to have a really hard time too
Okay,
getting
but you're not-
privateer. They're going to have a hard time getting fillers because they're not going to have wild cards. Because again, a lot of these dudes that they have right now, the back of the pack dudes, all race their own individual championships at that time of the year. You're not going to get a Jordy Tixier. You're not going to get a Gregory Aranda. You're not going to get a Luke Clout. You're not going to get an Alex Larwood. You're not going to get a lot of. You're not going to get a Jorge Zaragoza
Why are you not gonna get clout in them?
because Clout's doing the Australian series in the summertime, bro. He's not going to.
The Australian series is like 4 fucking rounds. So
No,
as
it-
long as it's not on that weekend, it doesn't
You're
matter.
not gonna get him then. There's gonna be a lot of dudes you're not gonna get. So if you get Ando and all
Are
them,
they getting paid?
what?
Are they getting paid?
Luke Clout gets paid by his team. that
Are
he
they
races.
getting paid for WSX too?
I don't know. I don't know what Luke Clout gets
Do
paid.
they get paid more than what they're doing?
Their team will go race their individual championship over having them at WSX.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's.
This is the same thing we went to a couple years ago that I told you. A lot of these guys, whether you want to believe it or not, will not take that over racing their individual country championships.
But I can't.
because they get paid more. At those.
I cannot believe that they are. First off, before I go into this point here, I fucking hate this chair. I need to order a new one. Do you guys see how low I am right now?
I do.
Like my chin's on the fucking table. I'm
You guys
so
are gonna
annoyed.
hate me, but I'm tuned out. I was just watching a video of Valentine and Guillaume on a Supercross track, looking pretty fucking good.
Is it
Signed
club?
him up for WSX.
Anyway.
Is it club?
No, he was at the Nest or whatever.
I
There's
thought he was at club.
there's no way that that WSX is scheduling around in the summer during like nationals or whatever here in the summer. Just fuck, I don't even care about the national situation. There's no way they're scheduling around in the summer without buy-in from the team saying yes, we will do this.
Well, then they're gonna have a really hard time fucking figuring out when they're gonna run these events. Then, if they want to start earlier in the year with all the other shit that's going on at that time.
They just have but here's the thing too. They're going to start and then they're going to have a break also because he said they're not running during SMX. So they're at least
Well,
off for
they're
3
gonna
weeks.
they're gonna get guys. They're gonna get guys.
They'll get
There's
they'll
money.
get the guys that you just said, but I fear that they're not gonna get the back of the pack guys to have enough dudes that are. It's gonna seem like it's a big deal. I will just tell you that right now.
They'll find it.
Well, maybe they go there and become a big deal.
What the fuck do I? Okay.
Kevin
to-
Moran's king of WSX.
Kevin
Sure.
could go for sure. I'm not saying they're not gonna get some guys, but the guys they have right now, I'm telling you. Jordy Tixier will ride the French Championship over this series.
But if the French Championship isn't racing that weekend, you think he's
He-
not going to
he's
go
also
make
contracted
money?
to race the German series too.
Okay.
That's how these guys make money. They do multiple
Okay,
I
series.
it just
understand.
depends on it. Like I said,
But
it
you're
depends.
assuming
It,
it's lined up with another race.
No,
and the only thing that we've been
depends.
told
It
it's gonna
depends
line
on the
up with is a
incentive. If the
national.
incentive's better for WSX, fuck the French Championship.
And with those guys, it doesn't take a lot of money for the incentive to be better than the French Championship.
You'd be
shit.
surprised how much money some of these dudes make at these national championships.
I guess we'll
to win
see.
races.
Yeah,
I guess we'll
mean,
see.
like I said, I don't.
Max
believe-
Nagel's been making a living running the German championship specifically for like the last 5
Yeah,
years.
and I know you can make great money running the Australia series both indoors and out too. I understand that. But like I said, I can't believe that because the way this is structured, right? This isn't like Feld and MX Sports. They're like, hey, the races are on this weekend. Y'all show up, and like we're not really having conversations. You guys only get so much say in it. These teams are also like bought into this, much like NASCAR and stuff like that. And it's like, hey, what are we doing here? Here's what we're thinking. Do you guys think this will work? Like, I cannot believe that to me does not seem like something that group that's organizing the series is overlooking of, hey, oh, so we do this. Well, all these other series are going on. Well, oh shit, we can't get riders. So like, fuck, this really fucked us. Like, I can't see that happening.
I hope not.
I can't see that happening. You really think like that? I don't, dude. I don't.
The
know why-
WSX series has been great, but let's not also gloss over the fact, and I know it's went over new ownership, let's not gloss over the fact that it has been super inconsistent since its inception.
It has.
So that's why, for me, I know under new management, Tom Burwell is doing a great job. I still can't just overlook the fact that since we're going on it's going to be year, 4 next year, that I can't just act like all the shit that has happened beforehand. Dude, there was a talks that before the season even start, are we actually going to have anything? Because they kept canceling everything.
This year?
Malaysia, They got close. They were like, oh, we don't know if like Cape Town and then Sweden, all these different
the
things.
The Malaysia thing was a promoter issue.
I
can't
can't
that end, yeah.
I can't act like that hasn't happened. Now, if we go through next year and none of that happens, then be like, okay, a little bit more consistency. But I'm not sold.
But Malaysia got canceled. We added Sweden, so like we kept the same amount of rounds.
But still, the fact that everybody's this whole thing with Kenny going, I get it, different situation. I'm not trying to go down that road. I just can't overlook the stuff that has happened.
What about the Kenny situations making you?
The whole thing about him being advertised for certain things, then he said there was like, oh, no, he's only doing 3 rounds, this and that, and then they put his ass on a poster for this weekend. It's just small things.
Yes.
I'm not trying to go down the Kenny road.
No, we go down this road.
No,
That's
I don't want to talk about it.
It's news we need to
I
talk about.
don't want to talk about it.
It's fine. So it's local promoters putting it on there. However, WSX should have stepped in and said he's not going to this round. And the reason Kenny's not going to this round is because when Kenny originally signed 2 years ago or whatever it was to be the face essentially of the series, he had a fucking killer deal.
Mm-hmm.
He was like $250,000 plus a round to go race. And then they stepped in and they honored that last year, but then they renegotiate. The new owners had to renegotiate this year because I believe, from what I've gathered, and I don't have any inside information, this is just little drips I've heard here and there from people. I believe the top at this point is $200K a round, which I believe is what like you got like Deegan and Tomac for, which again is great because you're filling seats, and probably Kenny's gained that too. However, they said, hey, we will give you $200K for 3 rounds, but like we're not going any farther than that, which is why. Now, that being said, also WSX going out there after Kenny already did an interview saying that like, yeah, my deal was basically changed. Not my deal was changed. We just couldn't come to an agreement, blah, 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 with the series, and trying to throw the Pipes Motorsports group under the bus. Not a great look. Not a great look.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole, again, these local promoters promoting Kenny being there and you not stepping in. Like, I understand the local promoters are separate from you. All of these, like that's the thing is like
you got to step in and say this guy's not going to be at your show.
Yeah, that is the thing. Is like with Supercross here in the States, it's like Feld is the promoter. There aren't separate promoters. Fucking Ford Field's not promoting that the Supercross race is coming. Feld is doing the promotion. Where when you're going country to country to country, whoever is in charge of that event there at that stadium is the promoter and doing the promotion. And they are the ones putting that out
That's
there.
why it's getting muddy, just because there's no communication.
And there was also a
probably.
thing with Devin Simonson at one of the rounds that I didn't like how that was handled. So
His penalty situation?
Yeah, I didn't like that whole thing.
Because of not running the parade lap? Yeah, I mean, that was a bullshit thing, too. But again, too, we're basing...
I'm nitpicking, but I'm looking
You're
at
nitpicking on a new business, in a sense. And the thing we have to keep remembering is this is, like you said, next year is going to be year 4.
Mm-hmm.
There are growing pains. Fuck, there's goddamn local fair races that can't make it 4 years. And these people are flying people and equipment and everything across the world. Is that a fucking joke?
That was my bad. My bad.
Could you like put the phone down? Like we're in the middle of a fucking podcast here, dude. Like,
well, I was tuned out because you guys are arguing in circles.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to get across my point that I still have questions. I'm not 100% sold.
I'm not fully bought in yet. Let's put it this way. I still have PTSD from the first 2 years of the other owners here,
Yeah.
okay? Of like, yes, rounds getting canceled and things like that. I'm more, I guess, cautiously optimistic with that was what I'll say. When we first started WSX, you and I were both on the same page of like, dude, this is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody to finally like challenge the powers that be right now and like force them to actually do some things. And now I'm like, okay. Like, new group seems better. But then, like you said, there are some things. The whole Kenny situation, yes. The fucking rules with the penalties with the different shit, yes. There's been several of those that were like, And yeah, the round's still getting canceled there. Now, again, I understand, too. You're dealing with promoters. Now, the one thing I will say, as you kind of pointed out, and Steve has been really hard on this, is like the math not mathing. The maths. They're not going after fucking sponsor dollars. Like, yes, they are trying to get sponsors and stuff. They want government money. Mm-hmm. And this is what these big race series like that run on, right? Like,
Talk to Luengo.
Feld and MX Sports and them, they run on a different business model that, yes, that is what we're used to and that is what we see. MXGP doesn't run on that business model. MXGP runs on, that's why they have races on a fucking island in Italy with 3 fucking people. So, like, they're not, and like with you, with like the summer next year, oh, well, they're not going to get people here, and here, and blah, blah, blah. They don't give a fuck. They made the money from the government wanting the race there. The government wanted the fucking, from the travel or whatever the fuck, the tourism board, hey, look, we do this here. They want that. That's why they pay $2, $3, $4, $5 million to have that race. That's how it works. So it doesn't matter if there isn't anybody there. They made their money. They had a race. Who will be there? I don't know. That's yet to be seen. You're going to get Ando. You're going to probably get Craig, Savacci, all those guys. So, okay, cool. We got those 450 guys. The kind of interesting thing with this was brought up in something I was listening to with Lewis the other day, is like, what do you do with like Anstey? Because Anstey is contracted to run outdoors. So if you have one,
depends on where he's at in the title.
I'm going to
chase.
say what Lewis, the way Lewis laid it out, and Lewis is really close with Max. Like they live together almost.
Yeah, for sure.
It was kind of like, well, the way it kind of sounded was, well, if he's not doing well in outdoors, I don't think Star will have a problem just being like, okay, cool, you want to go do this race and we don't fucking care.
But if he's doing well,
but if he is doing well, but again, too,
You're just gonna have to make the choice.
Anstey hasn't done well in outdoors. He came in on Star 2 years ago in outdoors, and we all were like, "Oh, dude!"
You also have to have the conversation though about Jason Anderson. You talk about PMG not doing outdoors. What if Anderson just struggles in Supercross and doesn't have enough points to go solely off Supercross to make a W or to SMX?
He'll go do 2 or 3 California rounds.
That's not a guarantee anymore, though, dude. I can't guarantee that he's gonna make enough
They
points.
pay
for those
per
rounds.
fucking moto.
No,
for
I'm talking about the
outdoors.
rounds to make it to SMX.
But
That's what
again,
I'm saying. He
but
goes out,
again,
goes
too,
and does
like,
1 or 2 outdoor rounds.
You're very optimistic on that with Anderson.
like we're gonna get to Anderson, but again, if he makes it to all 17 Supercross rounds, he doesn't have to necessarily barn burn finishes to qualify.
If he makes it to all 17.
If he makes it to all 17,
Again,
yes.
I want the series to succeed. I want another series. You know I watch all these fucking series. I'm just not as optimistic about some of the stuff that you guys being cautious about, because I'm trying to look at it a bigger picture that what if this happens, then what happens?
Here's where I'm at with it.
ahead.
I haven't said much.
Because you
this
haven't
whole
said
time.
much.
I
Here.
haven't
Me
said
and
much.
Justin been arguing about.
I don't even
the
really think
fucking
it's
not
arguing.
making it. Well, no, we've just been.
I
having
don't.
a
Well, you guys have been trying to get your point across, not accepting the point, and points have been going back and forth.
I've said the same shit the whole time.
I'm understanding.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
You said the same
understanding
shit
it's-
the
So
whole
what do you
time.
want me to say? The
He's-
same shit that he says? We disagree. We're not going to say the same
Well,
thing.
you guys say your shit disagree, and then we move on to the next thing.
He's saying there aren't going to be any fans, and apparently there's not going to be any riders.
All right, done.
No
yeah.
one's gonna
now
come ride for
on to the
money.
rant.
No
But-
one for $1 million
It's a
is going to come
discussion,
ride.
bro. It's not a rant.
No.
Anyway.
Now on to the rant.
Go ahead.
Oh, is your rant
No,
about WSX?
no, I'm just trying to move things forward.
Go
but
ahead.
Oh, you didn't want to talk about WSX?
WSX. Here's
Okay.
where I'm at with it.
Okay.
I'll make my point, and then I'm done.
Great. Go ahead.
He needs to watch more podcasts.
He didn't turn red and start yelling at me
I don't
yet.
do that anymore, dude. I just have a
No,
discussion.
his blood pressure's way low since he lost
Yeah,
all the weight.
exactly.
So, like,
Way
I really
fucking
got to
low.
get him fired up to
I
get
got
his
a resting
face
heart
red.
rate of like 48, bro.
God damn, that must be nice.
We should hit him with it. Anyway, go ahead.
Can we get you fired up?
Don't touch my boob.
Oh, that got him fired up.
I got he's horny now.
Wow. Flying W.
Yep.
No, here's where I'm at. It's more racing. We love dirt bikes, and it's a whole different set of problems to talk about. In the U.S. series, we're going to talk about fucking Daniel Blair and Lucas Myrtle and fucking how Feld doesn't pay their fucking riders.
Yep.
And for WSX, we're going to talk about how the fuck are they going to get riders? Where the fuck's their money coming from? And it's just a whole different
Fucking.
set of downs.
Fucking, that's where their money's coming from.
And their money might be coming from that. Bonnie Blue.
Yep. All right.
Never get
Transitioning from WSX here, but still.
Finally,
staying on the
thank
board.
God.
Finally.
Let's talk Deegan.
This is all you,
And
brother.
Hang on. Can I have some of that Nano Extreme over there?
We
You got a
ne-
painful take.
We never
Yeah,
can
I
make
do.
it through
I need
a
some of
show.
that Nano
All right,
never-
let's get our Nano Extreme painful take going here.
We never can make it through
No,
a
it's
show
not-
without a Deegan segment.
Nano Extreme,
It's
all
not-
natural pain relief.
Nano Extreme right here. This is for my buddy Deegan.
Penetrates 7 layers of skin.
All
You
right.
might need that.
So this Nano Extreme right here. Shout out to my boy Deegan. This is what Deegan should do. I'm gonna send him a bottle of this and put it on there like that, and he's gonna rub it all over his neck.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that was actually good. That's
He's
good,
gonna
bro.
rub it all over his neck because
He
his
really needs it.
neck hurts. He was twisting and
I
weaving.
don't know, man. I watched the video and he looked a little stiff in the neck from
Two-
yeah.
I know.
2 rounds.
Oh, that Nano Extreme on my neck. It's loosening me up a little bit, but my neck definitely hurts from looking over my shoulder.
Have you gone through and timed it? Has he looked backwards more than he's looked forwards while he was
Dude,
racing?
you know what? If he keeps this up, though, we're gonna have 2 guys that look to the left on that team.
I don't know, man.
The Justin Cooper. Oh, poor guy. Like
So,
You're gonna have a video. Coop's just like this, and Coop.
you like that? You like that little segue?
That was
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Plug?
Good.
That little
Dude,
plug?
I don't know, man. Like
Of all people, he's worried about Savachi.
TLR tinfoil hat.
Jesus, I
Deegan,
know, man.
Deegan is scared of 450 guys. TLR tinfoil hat.
And,
Deegan
but just
is
so you guys
scared.
know,
See how many
Travis,
mistakes he made?
Travis was actually going to put a video out that just titled this, so you guys are actually getting a twofer on this one because this was going to be a full separate video.
I'm cutting this.
okay.
This will be a separate video. Yeah, dude. I mean, so look, his 450 debut, and I said this in the video I recorded earlier, so you guys will see that before you see this.
Oh,
but
that stuff is burning me up.
it does,
Yeah, I
man. It's
smell
good.
it.
It's penetrating 7 fucking layers, bro.
Dude.
That's deeper than you've ever been penetrated before.
That's very accurate. That's accurate.
Oh man. Anyway,
Man, my neck
We
hurts.
were monetized. We are not monetized anymore.
I think it went kind of how I thought it was gonna go. Like it went okay.
That's kind of where I thought
He
it was.
showed glimpses of speed. Now here's all the points I'll make, and I made
This
some
is
of
where
these
you're gonna
points
get
after
shit on.
Argentina. Yeah, here come the bed bugs. I'm ready. Don't worry. I don't give a fuck.
Y'all's
anyway,
nuts.
Y'all's nuts.
bro, number 1, the looking back thing. Ride fucking forward if you're that terrified of dudes, which you are. Here's the thing. Like I said, he is scared of the 450 guys. Why? Because the 450 guys won't put up with this shit.
Because they're grown men.
Because they're grown fucking men.
Yeah,
So he's
Savachi
looking.
said it. You heard it right out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Race forward
Of
and let's
all
get done
people,
with it.
Yeah.
I said this in our group chat. Of all people, he's worried about Joey. I love Joey. Joey gets bounced around more than any other dude in that class as far as just let. Okay.
Yes, but
I mean, Anderson gave him some sauce, too.
I know.
But oh, dude, how about what Australia there? I was because off camera, I think gave Ando a little sauce,
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
And then I was waiting for Ando to catch him. I was like, oh God, please, please.
I just can't believe it. And then Duff to say, "Yeah, we don't have a read on you."
Well, okay, but here, so they tracked us down on Pulp, so Joey
He
told
was
the
chirping
story.
at him on.
Yeah, so
Joey, yeah.
Joey have been driving through whatever it is, Clearwater, wherever
Yeah.
they're at, and apparently there's one main road. Well, he saw Deegan at Dairy Queen that day,
Yeah.
and then Deegan was chirping something on Twitter, and then Joey tweeted a couple back, and then was like, and maybe next time I'll stop at Dairy Queen, and he's like, that must have freaked him out.
Well, then what
yeah,
did-
maybe next time I'll stop at the Dairy Queen
Yeah.
with Tally or
Yeah.
What did
whatever.
Deegan say though to Joey when Joey made a comment to him and Deegan was like, "I'll throw down," or like, I don't even remember. It was something
I'll throw shade right now. He was gonna throw shade
First of all,
at Joey.
what the fuck does throw shade
because
mean?
it means,
Must
or
be
no,
a
he'll throw
jet.
fade. He'll throw fade.
What
That's
the
what
fuck
it
does
was.
throw
So what's
fade
that
mean?
mean?
It means
Am I
he's gonna
old?
throw a
Was
punch.
he gonna get the clippers out?
It means he's gonna throw a punch.
I'm sorry.
I thought
dude.
maybe he was gonna get the clippers out and give him a nice.
I'm
No,
sorry,
they're talking
man.
about fade because they say they faded you if they knock you out. now.
He's gonna have to
Oh.
realize, dude, you're dealing with grown men that got children and have been married for when you were still in fucking middle school. Like, dude, you can't say that kind of shit to the dudes in the 450
I mean, you
class.
can, and they're gonna be like, "Man, you are a fucking
You can
retard."
look. You can say that to Juju. You can say that to Davies. You can say that to Thrasher. You can say that to whoever you want in the 250 class. But it's like, bro, you say that shit to the guys in the 450s. This is another reason why nobody in that class is gonna take you seriously. You can't say that kind of shit. Like 250 class, you can get away with whatever you want. You start saying dumb stuff like that, and they're just gonna look at you and go,
What does that even mean?
"What does that even mean?" Like
Can you
sometimes
imagine
I
he says that? He says that to Tomac, and Tomac's like,
sometimes I forget.
Now, 4 or 5 years down the road, when all them boys are out of there and some dudes move up, yeah, you can start
Yeah.
throwing fade at
But
everybody.
when you
But
say that kind of shit, like, what is he gonna say that shit the first time he gets into it with Malcolm?
No.
Like, what are you gonna do? Malcolm will be like, "Dude, I'll eat you for dinner."
"Yeah,
yeah, that's a Deegan steak.
And another thing too, Deegan is not gonna throw a punch at a dude in the 450 class. He's
he'll
just
throw
not.
fade, bro. He's not
He's
scared.
just not.
He's not scared of you.
He-
He's not scared of you.
Jesus Christ.
Judas Priest.
I'm not scared." It usually means you're pretty scared.
Like, bro, you like again. You wanna go and yank on Juju's mouth guard? Cool, whatever, man. But
No,
like,
he
you're,
didn't yank on it. He smacked him.
whatever.
Oh,
you're
man,
not gonna pull.
yank on Ando's
I want to see him do it to Ando. Bro.
I want to see the
I
Anderson chin
wanna
bar
see
grab.
Anderson
that.
just jump off the
I wanna
bike
see
at him.
that, 'cause
Oh,
they're
I
already know
can't,
Ando.
man. I hope. Well, what Ando on a 2-year deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Barshawn?
2 year.
All right,
Right?
we're gonna see a little bit of fade.
Yeah.
I just look, bro. Riding aside, his riding was just exactly. I agree with you. Exactly where I thought. But the other stuff, I'm like, dude, you can't do that stuff in the 450.
The
class.
other stuff, yeah.
The other stuff, the riding of take the riding, loved it, great, did what I thought we were gonna do.
But let's talk riding here a little bit, because what have we been saying for years when he goes to 450?
Well, I mean, he's not gonna get away with riding the same way, getting aggressive with dudes.
What, scrubbing
Not only getting aggressive, but he's not gonna be able to
Oh,
wring the neck.
pop it off over Rev and fucking just
So
going through clutches.
did you watch the first vlog when he went on the 450?
No. Well, I watched videos. I didn't watch the vlog.
You know this. Welcome to the last several years of our lives on this show, saying something, getting chastised for it, and then what happens? Is on the fucking vlog saying what we said.
What do you say?
Well, we got to work on our technique. He's got to ride the 450 a little different. Where the fuck have I heard that before? Holy shit!
Can we get a heart rate check?
Holy shit, you all right?
80.
Wow! Holy fucking shit!
My resting's like 80. I'm pretty not good.
You need to go to
Dude,
the cardiologist.
dude, whole segment. Go back and watch the video of Brian saying that he's got to change it.
67.
Oh, that's
And
good.
then you watch that vlog of him riding on the 450, and he did he was working on it. He was a gear taller, he was low revs, whatever.
Whoops were fine.
Then,
He looked a lot better in the whoops.
Better
but
than he does on the 250.
I've said this, and we haven't.
You get
really
into- you
talked
got
about
into
this.
race
Got into
time.
racing. Shit started going sideways. What's the first thing he
He
did?
reverts back
right.
to what's natural. Dude, didn't he burn?
Burn through two. Burn through two clutches.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. 2 clutches in an 8-lap main.
Yeah.
That's like Tomac Cowie 2020 territory.
So, well, the riding was okay. He ain't fucking ready.
No.
He ain't fucking ready. So the 250 class is a great choice.
Hey, if you ever what camera are we looking at right now?
I don't know.
What ca-
Where we at?
Look right into that
If
one.
you
so-
ever wanted to know the difference between Hayden Deegan and Jet Lawrence,
Jet could get on a 450 and just
Jet
roll.
1A1 is a rookie. Christian Quagg pulled away from Hayden Deegan.
Jet 1A1. Christian Craig pulled away. Mic drop.
And this is coming from a guy who
Trash
everybody who
and
watches.
Mic drop.
This is coming from a guy who everybody who watches this show knows I'm not a Jet Lawrence fan. If you ever wanted to know who's better, that's your
Yeah,
evidence.
you definitely didn't.
Hold on,
see,
hold on.
You didn't see the
You want to
holy
clip that?
shit.
Clip it.
like,
clip it.
like
clip that
when you
shit.
saw
clip
Jet
it and put
roll
clip
out.
that.
Yeah, when you see Jet roll out on a 450 the first time, everybody was just like, "Holy shit!"
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that. Holy shit! Yeah, damn, he was pretty good
Yeah.
for sure, but it wasn't like, "Oh my god, dude."
And Jet Lawrence is not worried about Joey Savacci.
No. No.
Again, big Joey Savacci fan over here. Jet Lawrence did not go to A1 and was worried about, fuck, I really hope I don't get into a Joey Savacci.
Jet's chicken nugget looking forward.
So,
Hayden
Jet-
Deegan's
Jet's
like, yo,
Jet's
what the
that-
fuck?
if Jet
so
is
a perfect
passing,
thing was he was rubber. He wasn't chicken necking. He was rubber necking.
if Jet is turned looking, as he's passing Savacci, it's to look to see where the leaders are because he went down off the start and he needs to see how much more time he's
Well,
got.
Yeah,
also,
well,
Jet's
so-
got a little bit, he's got a bigger neck than Hayden, so I think he might have also
He does got a
problems.
thick neck, but
Yeah.
He's got
the biggest, he was rubbernecking the whole time, and right there, right in front of our eyes, you could see the difference between a 450 guy and him.
Uh-huh.
Savacci could have went right up in the corner, looked over at him, and did that shit, but
Yep.
Savacci went up there, slowed down, still kept his head forward,
Mm-hmm.
didn't do all that nonsense.
Knew, he
what-
was,
and
knew
what-
he was coming, was just like, all right, dude, let's go.
And what was it, the third main in Argentina when the whoops started to just turn to complete shit? What did Hayden Deegan continue to do? Old Eli Tomac just couldn't adapt. Trying to blitz through the whoops where Jay Coop's out there going, what was it, like 3-3
Yeah,
or whatever?
whatever, jumping.
And Jay
Yeah.
Coop, like, dude, Hayden had closed the gap.
Yeah.
And then when the track started to break down more and you had to actually process some things and Jay Coop switched his lineup, Jay Coop started walking away.
Well,
Again,
look, he's learning.
he
Maybe
rode
he's
the
gonna,
eight-
He is learning.
First
He's
race on the
young.
foot.
maybe he's gonna listen to us and he's gonna go
Got
back
it.
or
Nah, we're
footer.
blocked still.
he's going to do, hey, look, dude,
Okay.
outdoors, looking forward to it. Hayden's going to have a great 450 career.
And he loves haters until the haters actually start
But
talking.
right now, through the 2 times that we've seen him,
Yeah.
don't stop comparing him to Jet Lawrence.
Yeah, and look,
Stop.
we're gonna see it because he is 450 outdoors. That is 100% a thing. There's no going back on that. There was actual
tone the
there was
expectation.
actual legitimate talk too about him being 450s on Supercross here.
And then they
But,
realized that.
yes, the way things went, nope.
How about we tone down the expectation a little bit?
Oh, bro, he's so good.
No,
at
that's the
250.
game they were playing.
Well, the game they played, they lost first time.
They play the game of
Look, that disc got real shitty. It got real, got some lint on it. Wouldn't play. Xbox failed. I don't know.
so what happened. Like they went into it just the same way they did with the 250. It's like, hey, we're gonna learn. We're there to learn. Blah blah blah. And if you went out there and won, dude, he's a fucking hero. Oh
Yeah.
my god, you weren't expecting this. But if he goes out there and does mediocre, kind of like he did, it's, well, yeah, we're here to learn. Like, that's exactly what we're here for. There's
you
no
know
losing.
Hayden-
That's
No
fine.
losing.
But Hayden definitely did not have that mindset.
No, they were talking on Pulp on Monday night. There was real talk behind the scenes of 450
Yeah, I know.
Supercross, of going to A1 on a 450.
And I'm sorry,
if he
I
did
still
well.
believe that he should go 450 A1. I don't think he needs to go back to the 250. He's got
I
nothing
don't
left to
think-
prove.
I don't think so either. But
He's got nothing left to
But
prove. I
again-
understand
but
he
again,
wants to win
too-
more races
well,
and win
and
more
it-
Well,
and
dude,
it'll-
it depends on who shows up on the West because he's going west again.
Davies is going east.
Well, of course, they're not going to put those two on the same.
So, but that's what I mean, though. I think the one, like Davies and Seth are the only two dudes, and Seth is pushing as much as so it's Davies. They're not going to be on the same
Well,
coast.
yeah, whoever shows up on West, like,
And now Joe.
if they're a little
Max,
better than what Bomera is, like, on that hard pack stuff until
Yeah.
it
Iron
goes
Max
a little
is probably
softer.
gonna be West too.
Well,
Well, Deegan struggled, man. He didn't come out
Juju's-
swinging that
Juju's
well
not
on
there.
that hard dirt.
Juju's not there, obviously. Joe's not there, obviously now, and Seth is probably going east.
Well, then maybe.
Levi Kitchen, maybe, but we know how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see. So
Look, again, I still believe that Hayden, no matter what just happened at WSX, should be 450A1. I don't think he has anything left to prove on the 250. I understand, make more money, win more
Yep.
races, legacy
Yep.
thing. Bro, you've already accomplished everything. You don't. The 250 thing
just
is
move.
it's pointless.
but at the same time,
I really did think he'd go east and have one of each on the mantle. Though.
Yeah, but at
But
the
he
same,
But he
450
also
time
wants to
outdoors.
run that number one plate
well, so
and more prep for 450.
Outdoors.
the other thing too is the way the schedule's working this year is he does have more prep time for outdoors.
Because
Which
you
is
know he's
smart,
gonna- 'cause
whatever.
Otherwise, yes, I do.
Run the
believe
number
they're gonna
one,
go
that's
east.
cool.
Because you
Yeah.
know he's going into outdoors, and he probably legitimately in his mind thinks he can win. A
It
Supercross,
Yes,
probably
no,
different, but
no,
outdoors,
no, you're not wrong. It is legitimate.
I think he
From
actually
the
thinks he
interviews
can
I've
win.
heard and the things I've heard about him, yes, it is a legitimate, like, I'm going there to fuck. He
tried to be like Stroop and Kennard, and he wanted to
show up and
fuck.
So
Here's the thing. There's
Deegan versus Prado.
Deegan Prado Marchbanks, the battle we all been waiting for.
I don't know that I'm going to go back that far.
But no, man, you know that outdoors, he's definitely going in, and he thinks he can win.
Yeah. And again, too, at the end of the day, too, this has been kind of what they've talked about the whole time is following the same Lawrence pattern, which was to do 250 Supercross and 450 outdoors, so that way they have outdoors and SMX to kind
I
of
think
break
that's
in
the
the
best way to go
450.
anyway.
Hey,
Yeah,
all I
yeah.
gotta say though, what a better time though if it lines up perfectly while they're there at this. Well, yeah, they're gonna come over here, and hopefully everybody's healthy. What a time though to be alive for outdoors that we're more than likely gonna see Jet, Hunter, Chase, Eli, Deegan,
Bro.
Lucas Coonan, all these dudes on this
Prado.
whatever. I wasn't even gonna mention him, but like.
Good
Oh,
idea.
you weren't going to mention
I
the
wasn't gonna
two-time
mention it.
MXGP
I wasn't gonna
champ?
mention
Good
it because
idea.
you got whatever. But my point is that like, dude, what a time! What a time!
Oh, yeah, no, I'm pumped on it.
Oh my god!
I'm pumped on it.
Like ridiculous,
All right.
ridiculous.
Cool.
And possibly Glenn Koldenoff. Oh, I got nano
He signed a thing in Brazil. He's, what'd you get in your eye? What'd you get in your What'd you get in your eye?
It's on my finger, and I just rubbed my eye, and I'm burning a little.
What did you rub lint in your eye?
No
Nano
nano
extreme.
extreme.
Oh,
That's not good for it.
that reminds me of when I had hot sauce in my hand. and
That's
accidentally
pretty.
wiped-
That's pretty extreme.
Cole.
Cole's gonna show up tomorrow with pink eye, and people are like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Fucking somebody farted on his pillow.
This motherfucker's actually gonna have pink.
Dude, hold on. So this sucks here too, because like these are your. It's your turn to talk now.
All right, go. Let her rip.
Do you want? Do you have the camera in it right now?
I do.
Do you want it for the other eye?
Yeah. Do you want to put it in the other eye too? So you're just like.
Do I need to do a close-up on him?
Yeah. Double blind study here.
Oh my god, dude! I really hope your eyes.
We don't want.
I really hope your
Look,
eye
hey,
is not
hey,
red.
Hey, just look right at the camera right there. Let's just see this.
Give
That's
me the
all.
nano. Give me the nano.
All right.
Wait, do that again.
The greatest thing ever. All
That
right.
That is
Nano
brutal.
extreme.
Your
That's a-
eye is like a good millimeter
awesome.
more close.
That's
You
awesome.
think that's a painful take?
Oh, that is a painful take.
Is this my rant here?
So, do you want to go rant, or do you want to give the 1-year Kirby vacuum update and talk about?
Oh, we can go into both.
Because it was
of
1
these.
year ago that we got the Kirby vacuum story.
Wow.
The infamous Kirby vacuum story.
You're right.
Is it still sucking pretty hard?
Is this still
I've been.
sucking hard?
I just put a new bag on it.
So because it sucked that hard for a year.
You sucking a kilo out of the couch right now?
I'm telling you what, man. So here's the update. I've had that Ferrari in the house for about a year now, right?
Yeah,
So,
be about a year.
honestly, I think my allergies have gone down because before that, like, I get bad dust allergies.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I cleared up after that. I was kind of in rough shape, and then I got that thing,
Maybe
just fucking right out of the carpet. I'm telling you.
Can you do that one more time?
And then I go into the kitchen, and I got Monk, the dog.
Yeah.
He's a hairy
We're
bastard.
just sucking the hair off him.
Oh, dude, I can have all the hair in the corner like that,
Yeah.
and I can park that bitch 4 feet away,
And just
And it
suck
goes,
it off. Just suck
and
it
it
all
pulls
off.
that shit like a tornado right back in
Sucks
there.
it off, huh?
Yeah.
Dude,
So,
Justin was losing it last year with you talking about sucking off.
dude, the Kirby is tight.
Is it?
What could possibly be the context of this?
So last year,
So let's
Cole,
let's fill
let's
Mr.
fill young
Producer
Padawan
in here,
So last
and maybe
year,
our new listeners.
last year Cole comes in and he's like, "Yo, I got this story." And this story is basically this random girl who door-to-door selling shows up at his house that day, sells him a $2,000 fucking vacuum. In the year 2024, my man opened the door, let a random stranger in, and then bought
No,
a
I didn't just let 'em in.
fucking
They
dollar-
conned me.
Then bought a $2,000 fucking vacuum off of them, and the whole time all he could say is how hard this vacuum sucked, and she was sucking off this and sucking off that with this vacuum. And dude, me and Justin were fucking dying. And
I
this
thought
is
I
like
did
a
die.
30-minute thing. Like, we're gonna go back in the video from last year and cut this and just put this story up.
I'm gonna put it on my YouTube
It
channel.
was
Caption's gonna be
hilarious.
how I bought a $2,000 vacuum cleaner.
It was hilarious. And so
Sucks good.
Oh, it sucks good. And then
real good, Seth. You
Sucks
haven't done it.
hard and fast.
I even used the foamer. Cause I got all the
So you
attachments and
foamed
shit.
up, then sucked it
I
off.
yeah.
We got it. We really got to start changing.
You
the
sucked
story.
the foam right off the top, huh?
Kirby vacuums, dude. Number one. And all the people in the comments had my back, dude.
Dude, in the comments right now, Ralph, fucking legend, financed a vacuum.
Oh, she's paid off for sure.
He also said, made it sound like that Hawk Tua changed his life.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man. All right, so that was a Kirby vacuum
So,
update.
no, I did pay her off pretty quick, so I do own it.
That's good.
I do own it.
Outright. You own
Do
it outright.
own it
No
outright.
taxes due on that thing. They can't come take it
Yep,
from you.
and guess what? That value is just slowly going up, so I can sell it in about 10 years. Yep.
That sucking off.
Yep.
Crazy.
I'm going to have that thing for life, dude.
All right, what is your Holster Co. Reload rant?
Ooh.
Shout out to Holster Co. for all
That's
your
a good
things
one,
that go
too.
boom, boom, and bang, bang. Check them out. Link in the description.
So, I get a text every so often from your fucking boy, Matt Wyman.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Okay.
Should we call? You want to call Matt right now?
No, we're not going to call him right now.
Are you sure?
But, and I think now he does it just to fuck with me.
Well, duh.
But at first, he thought this shit was legit.
Oh, boy.
And he's sending me posts from fucking Dirt Bike Lover and all these fucking AI Facebook news pages. And all the I read through some of the comments on them and they're like, "No way, I ain't heard that one." I'm like, "Matt, just use a credible source." He's like, "Well, what's wrong with Dirt Bike Lover?" So I go on ChatGPT and I type in, "Give me a spicy news headline for Eli Tomac ending his career on KTM." And it spits me one out, and I screenshot it, send it to him. I say, "Look, I'm media now." And that's what these motherfuckers are doing. And they're just throwing shit at the wall, hoping it sticks. You wanna hear the latest one that came out?
Yeah, sure.
You want to hear the one that
That
he?
dude took one of Cooksy's whole thing.
You wanna hear the one that he sent me?
situation.
Ready? This is Daily Motocross.
Oh, Lord.
Rumor: KTM has made a major offer to Ken Roczen, one that could see the German superstar end his career in orange. The racing world is buzzing this season after a long, iconic partnership with Suzuki. New whispers point to Roczen making a massive final career move, joining Red Bull KTM to close out his legendary run, boys. According to several inside sources, KTM is going to prepare a legacy contract. This is an ultra-exclusive package designed for top-level athletes heading into their farewell season. Deals like this are extremely rare and usually reserved for moments when a manufacturer wants to close an era with a globally influential name.
This is as ridiculous as the Kirby vacuum story.
Not impossible. If this rumor becomes reality, it's going to go down as one of the biggest dream transfers in modern Supercross history. Roczen finishing his career in orange.
No, actually, him finishing his career and
That's good.
him
That's
finishing his
good.
career.
AI fucking Facebook Moto Media.
Dude, I hate AI now.
Dude.
I can't watch
and
anything.
people fucking believe this
I
shit.
can't watch anything.
Yeah.
The other thing too, we're gonna go off on a side tangent. Another thing I can't stand about AI is now because like you watch a lot of shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
And like everything, what back in the day, like yes, it seems crazy, but like shit that is actually believable. Now everybody in the comments just, oh, that's AI. It's like now we've gotten to a point in society that nobody believes anything is possible anymore.
Well,
and it's just
everything
all-
is fake and gay.
Look at it.
Have
And
you guys heard about the data centers that they're building over in Detroit?
Yeah.
It made RAM prices for like computers skyrocket to like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I can't stand
Plus,
it.
at a good time because right after we bought this computer,
I
Yep.
can't stand
Damn.
AI, dude.
well, anyway, Wyman's one of them. Hey, what's up with this? I've seen this like 3 times. And I said, don't make me go on a fucking rant about your shit sources.
So here we are in a
I think he's
Reload rant.
fucking with you.
Now he is, but in the beginning, he'd send me like a dirt bike lover thing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
And Dirt Bike Lover did used to post stuff that was pretty legit for a while.
I don't know, dude.
Because I remember seeing some different shit on there years ago.
But that one?
now, yeah.
The legacy contract, bro,
I mean, when you get to
had
coming
me in the
out-
first half. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's just
But
clickbait. It's clickbait.
yeah.
But then you read for that's the difference with AI right now. It's all clickbait. You fucking read the headline, you're like, holy shit, and then again you read more through it, and you're like, yeah, this isn't real.
Yeah. Anyway,
I fucking hate AI.
Holster Co. Reload rant.
I hate AI so much.
People.
I don't have a rant right now. Well, I mean, the bed bugs are going to come after me. That's rantable.
I hate AI.
So yeah, that's my rant. AI,
So
and it does suck. And you know what else sucks?
that Kirby vacuum.
That Kirby vacuum. Dude.
How's your eye doing?
I wish I had the Kirby to suck the nano out of it.
Wow, that'd be
Sucking off his eye, dude.
That's
like,
gross.
good. Like a
Maybe I
leech.
should
Like
borrow
like
the Kirby
like
to suck
Steve-O.
off my carpets.
Dude, if I bring it over there, you're gonna be breathing clear for ever.
Maybe I should have you do it, dude.
You should just buy one.
I don't have that kind
See
of
what
money.
he did right there? You see what he did?
Some of us are
you-
not loaded.
Do you
like
see what he
that.
just did right there? He's like he mentioned it, and then he was just like basically slowly slid in there. Yeah, but you should just buy your own.
Yeah, yeah. Like, hey, like, I'm your friend. I live 3 minutes away.
But you should really just buy your
But
own.
I'm not gonna lend.
He
you
basically
money.
just
3
told you,
minutes is a
fuck
stretch.
off. You're never getting to use
3
that
minutes
back.
is a stretch.
So I'm
but
not counting on the Kirby coming to fix
Yeah.
my problems.
I'm gonna bring that fucker in one day, and I'm gonna set it right here.
You gonna get Kirby Vacuum to sponsor the show?
That'd be tight.
Be the weirdest fucking.
I'll give you
read-
10% of that sponsorship.
That'd be the weirdest read ever.
So get sucked off.
I wonder what
sucked off.
I wonder what their. I wonder if we could make our own read up or what. Let's see what their website says.
Oh my god! All right, what do we got
Kirby
now?
Any, that's
No, you guys spent 80,000 hours on fucking WSX running
really
in
good.
circles.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I'm talking about my fucking. I'm talking about my fucking Kirby. Our most powerful clean ever, handcrafted in the United States and
I didn't realize
engineered.
we're still just going down the Kirby road
I'm
here
gonna take this.
and shove it up your ass.
I'm gonna shove this right.
That's gonna go 7 layers.
And
to your
engineered
ass.
for the ultimate deep
This is
clean.
Gonna go 7 layers deeper in
Because
your
it's
ass. Than
sucking.
it's never gone before.
The Kirby gets the dirt the other vacuums leave behind.
You ever got
Okay.
something right in your eyeball?
And
Do you
you know
guys
what?
have anything seriously left for halftime here?
It's handcrafted and built in the United States.
No, I got
Okay.
nothing.
All
I got
right.
nothing.
So that's been your Complete Racing Solutions halftime report. Make sure to check them out for that arm pump seminar there or webinar.
Don't put it in
With
your
that
eye.
being said, we're going to take another quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to round off with Honda, Husky, Ducati, Suzuki, Quadlock, and Triumph?
Try.
Question mark? And then we'll finish off with some questions, and we will
Put this to
wrap this
bed.
up.
And give you bold predictions.
And with that being said, Seth, take us to break. All right, and we're back here. We are back for the final segment of the show here, Pro Flo Racing, second half here of the 450 Supercross preview show for 2026. Thank you all for joining. Yeah, make sure to check out all the sponsors. There's going to be links in the description down below. All right, and we are going to fire off here our second half. We're going to start with what I'm going to call the proverbial favorite team here, Honda HRC.
Honda HRCL.
So here's what I'll tell you guys. You
Skidda.
can take a break here because we got a 45-minute dissertation on how
here we
Jet's about to
fucking
go
go.
17-0.
Didn't we hear this last year? I think we heard this last year. What happened after
Look,
Glendale?
man, we dabbed. Okay, so Jet one win, one podium last year in the whatever it was, 4 or 5
Yep.
rounds they did.
Then his knee decided to.
Then his knee decided to
Exit
go
stage left,
Yeah,
yes,
decided
which,
to-
to be honest, I think was what he needed last year. We all know it was rough. There was lots of things going on, extracurricular, outside of the actual racing side of it itself. They struggled with the bike the
Honestly,
first couple
well,
rounds.
I think he didn't need that. I think if he would have kept racing, he wouldn't have had time to sit there and see all that stuff going on.
Yeah, but he needed to get out of the spotlight so that they weren't asking about it because that was going to be brought up time and time and time again.
True.
So
True.
I think that was what he needed.
Dan Truman?
I think he's. I mean, I don't know, man. Like Jet has to be the favorite, right? Like
Has to be.
I don't know
He
about has
is.
to be.
is
He is.
okay.
Well, I don't know about is either. I mean,
He is the favorite.
I think if we're going
Who
off,
the fuck else touches him?
I think if we're going off pure speed, then yes. But like, I don't know how you could say that because again, this is the second time in a row now that he has not finished a season. I understand he won outdoors, but it's like, dude, he again, it's so weird because we all kind of thought this would be different for him. Like,
Yeah.
his 250 career, but we were like, dude, he's just so solid. The way he rides the bike, the way he approaches race day, the way he approaches races, Supercross, he's always just going to be. And I know he's got a Supercross title.
Yep.
But it's like Supercross, as ungodly as he is on a bike, it has still been proven that he's faster than everybody else, but he still has problems. Whereas we get into outdoors and it's like, well,
Yeah.
God, all he's got to do is stay healthy.
Okay. I hear what you're saying, and I'm not fully disagreeing, but I'm just saying, like, the injury last year, like, bro.
But it was going rough up to that point, though.
I mean, it was rough, but they started
It's
to right the ship.
rough, but
But then he gets a
I mean,
podium.
rough in his standards.
Yeah, but then he gets a podium, then he wins.
But Glendale, he was
and then
off.
you go
He
in-
was not.
Then you go into Glendale, and yeah, okay, maybe he's still a little off, but then too, okay, like that injury. I don't want to say freak accident, but like, bro, anybody can dab a knee and be out.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like he was trying to do some stupid jump. It wasn't like he was pushing the pace for somebody and he wadded it. It was like, dude, he dabbed his leg in the
Yeah.
first corner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this can happen literally. Like, Coop could do it, dude. Like, Eli could do it. Anybody. Even look at Eli. Drags his foot in a corner and fucking blows
Right.
out a tib. Like,
That was such a weird deal.
they both
Scrapes
were.
it across the top
They
of the
both
face.
were. Like, dude, like, it's just. I get what you're saying with, yes, this is now another season that he didn't complete and everything. But then, too, he comes back. What's he do? He just fucking wins. He just fucking wins. He comes back from an injury. He just fucking wins. Then he wins the title. Then he wins SMX again. Like, I don't know, man. Like, he is the favorite, plain and simple. Anybody who says he's not the favorite, you're fucking high. Like, yes, there are guys that can challenge him, but he has to be the favorite in any series he enters, basically. So,
Yeah.
and like, I don't really need to suck him off Kirby style any more than that. I don't need to get the foamer out to foam him up to suck him off. So, it's just like, he is the favorite, and on to Hunter. Now, Hunter, I think we get a lot of bias towards Hunter because Hunter does so well outdoors. But then you go to indoors and it's like
We talked about this.
again, he got hurt last year too. His was a little bit more of a
Weird deal.
rider error than just like that random, like anybody could have done it because he wadded it into the face of the finish.
He
at the
landed
next
on
round,
a tough block.
Right? Okay.
Don't get me started.
We're not going to get you started.
We're
don't
not
have time
going
for
into
that.
tough block rant now. Now that being said, I mean, how do you say Hunter doesn't bat? I don't know. What do you guys think?
He's
I
not
think Hunter.
battling
I think
for wins.
I think he's, dude. I think there will be nights like St. Louis, take off, nobody fucking touches him.
Yeah.
Dude, he shows up in SMX every year.
Yeah.
I think there will be a couple rounds where you do see that,
Okay.
and you know that dude's gonna get a start at some point.
Yeah.
But his brother's gonna get just as good a start. It just depends on situational.
He's
but
kind of an unproven entity in Supercross,
I
basically,
think
right?
I think he battles for podiums every weekend.
Okay.
4 to 7.
So you don't think he gets? Do you?
No, I think he gets some podiums, but
Okay.
I don't think he wins. I don't think he gets a win. Maybe like Triple Crown, as Cole just kind of alluded to. I think that
Okay.
there's that possibility, but I don't think he overall wins a Triple Crown. I go back to what we talked about at the very last race of SMX. Like, we keep talking about it, and there is this bias of how well he does outdoors. You know, it's crazy again too. He's just been proven that he's like just more solid outdoors. He's been good Supercross. He's got a 250 championship. SMX, he always shows up.
But it's almost like what we used to do with like say when Dylan won the outdoor title.
Yeah.
And then we come in the next year, oh man, he's gonna crush. And it's like, okay, he's not as good at Supercross. And with Hunter, it's basically kind of like we don't really know.
Yeah,
Because he
We
hasn't
don't really
completed enough 450 Supercross races to have data. They struggled at the beginning. I mean, not last year, but the year before. That was the rookie year, right?
Yeah.
Where he got taken out.
2024
A1
was
first
rookie year, yeah.
A1 first corner. He's in that crash and then going to the LCQ and all this shit. And then last year, obviously, like they were struggling with bike setup because of the new frame. And then the round after his brother goes out, he goes out. And it's just like, okay, so we still don't have a lot of data.
I think on nights when everybody's clicking, Jed is still better, and I followed suit with this. I'll say it again.
Yep.
Jed is still better than him. Clearly, Chase is still better than him.
Yeah.
Eli is still better than him. Kenny's still better than him, and Coop is still better than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
for
bro.
sure.
Come
I
on.
don't know.
Come
the
on.
The Coop and Hunter thing's close.
Come
I
on.
think.
How many championships does Hunter have?
I know.
Come on, dude.
That's a
You
rough.
gotta
If you wanna talk
give him the nod though.
If you want to talk about raw speed, that is a totally. I will not argue
Yeah,
that.
raw
but
speed,
like
yeah.
it late in the main,
We kind of need him to like make it through a 450 Supercross season to really kind of
Yeah,
see.
late in the
really have a
main,
read on him.
round 10, Hunter's in front of Coop. Coop's dogging him. Who you taking for that? I'm taking
Oh
Coop.
yeah, Coop every day.
Exactly.
And
Nothing
twice on
ag-
Sunday.
nothing against
Especially right
Hunter.
now because of the data we lack for Hunter.
Nothing against Hunter, but it's kind of like what everything you guys have alluded to, and I agree. We got to have more data, and until he does it, and I know that's a cliche saying, but until he shows that he can do it, I will say this, though. If he struggles again this year in Supercross, and just say he gets hurt,
Yeah.
we got to start having a conversation. I don't know what that conversation is, but this will be the third year now where he has not lived up to what we all think he could be.
Yeah.
in Supercross.
In Supercross. In Supercross. Not the other one. That's not a question anymore. In Supercross. I don't know what that conversation would be, but there's got to be a conversation out there of like, come on, dude, what's going on?
I don't know that there has to be. I mean, I guess it really depends. But again, it's not like he's riding over his head or anything. Like he's
Just
a
been
tough
dumb
block.
shit.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, guys have that. But then too, he does so good in SMX and outdoors that it's like, how do you not re-sign him?
No, that's
He's
not the
gonna-
conversation.
Oh,
It's
that
just
ain't the conversation.
No,
He'll
it's
have
just
a
a-
factory ride
Yeah.
his whole life.
He's got. I tell you this though, he's got to beat RJ and J Coop in Supercross this year consistently. And I'm not saying he won't, but he's got to.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
But
Not saying
but
he
I
won't
think
do it.
Like, just looking at it, it's like, dude, you got to think. I mean, we don't have any data on we don't have any data on RJ and Supercross and 450.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah,
have 250
we
data,
need
just
a
like
lot
we
of-
do with
We need
Hunter.
a lot of RJ data.
Yeah.
We
need
saw a lot
it.
of RJ white on green crime.
So okay, so you think Hunter's going to do what?
4 to 7.
4 to
4 to
7.
7 with some podiums. If he wins a couple individual Triple Crown mains, it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't think he wins.
Are you in
anything
that
over-
same realm?
I'm in the same realm.
I'm
sir.
kind of there too.
Yeah.
Until we see otherwise. Until we
Really
see
good.
otherwise.
Nothing to be like, oh, that was terrible.
He's gonna be consistent. As
He's gonna be
shit.
good.
Whatever he does, he's gonna be. It's not gonna be. Holy shit!
No.
It's not gonna be like what the fuck. It's
Yeah.
gonna be right in the middle.
Again.
I mean, dude, he could literally be on the box every weekend and be like, okay, this seems like
sure.
appropriate.
Yeah, normal.
He could be like you said, 4 to 7, and I could be like, okay, this seems appropriate. Like there's a big range there that he could do, and the only thing he would do that I'd be like, wow, that's impressive is like if he's winning consistently, then I'd be like, wow, we really missed the mark on this.
he's got to be better than that secondary group, though.
That will go on our 2026 thing if we missed of
Yeah.
things we got wrong.
He's
If
gotta
doesn't-
be-
if he comes out and is winning.
Yeah.
He's got to be better than that secondary group, though.
Yes, I think
I'm
so,
not
too.
saying the first group, but he's got to be the best guy to the secondary
because
group.
that's where he's at in outdoors.
Yeah,
In
he's got to be.
SMX.
Yeah.
He's better than all those guys.
He's
So
gotta be better
He
than
has
them.
to be better here in order to kind of
And you know what the unfortunate thing about that is? Malcolm has a win,
Yeah.
and Malcolm's in that second group.
Well, you know what? Let's go. How many years has Malcolm been in the 450 class?
I think
Because
as
Malcolm also has
long
had.
time.
Malcolm has also been, and we'll move on to Husky here because that's the next team up. Malcolm's also been injury prone and had a lot of years, much like Hunter, where it's like we just don't have data for it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So let's not. I'm not quite going like in that range yet.
I think Malcolm's right on the edge of making it in, and I'm gonna say
Mookie had 1 win and 2 podiums last year, by the way.
I think Mookie breaks into that group this year.
Great fucking year, and I could not agree more.
Into the top group
Yes.
I think he breaks into the top group.
with Sexton
Yeah.
and
I do.
Like, what does that look like in your opinion?
It looks like consistently up there in the battle. I think back to when he showed up to A1 prepared and he was leading the whole thing until he hit false neutral.
And then we said he needed more steak.
Yeah, and I'm thinking the year when Barsha cleaned his shit at that last round to try and get third in the points or whatever. That dude got third in the points in 450 Supercross.
I think we forget that.
That's
Yeah.
nothing to shake your snake at.
His 1 year at Star, he gets third in the points.
This was a Husky year.
No, but I thought he got third in the points when he was on Star.
I don't know. I almost forgot about that year. But, yeah, dude, I think he's with a familiar group. Third year in.
That's a big thing.
He's got, upward.
This is his opportunity to take a step.
Because he's mentioned, but that's a big thing.
If you're
though.
going to take a step, this is the time to do it, and I think he will.
I think that's a thing that we cannot overlook. What Cole he mentioned earlier too is this is his third year, but and he's even mentioned this in interviews. This is the first time he's going into a season where he knows that he has a ride locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Husky Shock stay together?
I mean, they haven't had any issues that we know about, that they've talked
The
about.
Wolves had issues.
Again, though, GP thing.
But I would feel like Husky, are they still the redheaded stepchild, or technically they could go do whatever the fuck they want?
If they are, and they talk to the privateers, they can probably fix that shock issue pretty quickly.
All I know
Pretty
is
simply, pretty cheaply for
How
like
the
50
how the
bucks.
privateers fixing it?
I'll tell you later.
Come on, Mr. Whisper.
I'll tell
Come
you
on,
later.
break the news.
all I know
tell you later.
is that
It's fixed though.
I fully agree with Cole. I think that Malcolm has the
Yeah,
opportunity.
do that.
has the opportunity. I mean, because I was
Yeah,
going to say the
sorry.
same thing. And I know that it's a preseason warm up. We don't put a lot of emphasis, but dude, what he did at Paris,
Yeah.
You got to
I'm
be
sorry,
able
man.
to shake your snake at that.
I'm sorry. Is that going to be your new thing?
Yeah.
Are you going to carry that all year?
We're not shaking sticks. We're shaking
Oh, okay.
snakes.
All right, shaking and sucking.
No, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
That was super impressive, dude.
It was. Yeah.
Jet Lawrence on a stock motor, be damned. I don't care. You beat Jet Lawrence 4 out of 6 motors at any time, no matter what happens, and you can put Hunter and Coop in there. That's fucking impressive.
I'm not arguing that
And he was, and just kind of the same thing he was doing in Tampa. He did in Paris, I believe, and it's very similar to like Coop, just kind of dissecting the track and doing it differently. He was going on insides, cutting across stuff, and whatever. Maybe that's a skill that gets overlooked. But I guess maybe we haven't had Mookie under a microscope like that. But it seems he's able to dissect a track.
I think we also too, and I think it's just a byproduct of who Malcolm is, who his brother is, and the comments that he's made over the years, where he hasn't always put a lot of emphasis on racing. I think we sometimes forget when he has rides like that of how fucking talented Malcolm really is. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I think that he has the opportunity, and I will actually go on record right now, and I think that he does break into that first group. I do. I think so. I really do.
I don't know if I'm there.
And I'll say this right now,
especially not on a week in, week out basis. Can he be there? Yeah.
And I'll say this right
Yeah.
now. I think he wins
Yeah,
A1.
I think he wins some heat races.
I think he
dude.
wins A1.
Damn.
I think he wins A1.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. I think he wins
That's
A1.
nothing to shake a snake at.
Oh my God! Do not make that a fucking thing. I think he wins
We're
A1.
gonna put that on a T-shirt.
Yep.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm gonna design it right now.
Thank you,
Shake a snake.
put a snake on there too while you're at it.
RJ.
And when you put a snake on there, put a picture of Justin.
No, you put a picture of Cole's face right on it.
Let's just do a shirt. Let's do a
From
shirt
the
that
front
says
to the
brown
back.
out.
Justin's a snaky motherfucker.
Never mind.
You gotta ask Justin.
Never mind. A brownout is a scheduled interruption of energy. It's a thing in certain places in Asia.
Definitely a scheduled interruption.
You ever got karate chopped right in the throat?
Oh yeah, please Liam Neeson fucking throat chop him in the middle of the
I will
show.
give you more reasons for people to be like, "What the fuck did you
Go
do?"
from he's blind because he rubbed nano extreme in his eye and go the fucking bite.
Definitely
He's choking.
a scheduled interruption, that's for
Then
sure.
We're gonna have to nano extreme.
I'll
his
give you a
back.
scheduled interruption.
Jesus. All right. And
God.
we are so dumb. The stupidest motocross show on the internet. Holy shit. All right, RJ. What do we?
I don't
we
even
got
know,
no
dude.
data on RJ at a 450.
I don't know, dude.
Outdoors was great.
Outdoors was great. Nothing to shake a snake at.
You keep saying that, I'm gonna walk out.
Dude.
Good content.
I don't know. He could. Mark it down as another guy. He could run top 5 all year, and I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
He could run 10 to 15th, and I'd be, okay.
He could wad his brains out, get up, and finish the race like a hero, and we'd be like, okay. As well.
I think RJ has a successful 2026 Supercross season if he makes all 17 rounds. That's all I have to say.
I'll be honest. He could win a race, and I'd just be like, "Yep,
Okay, yeah.
like, welcome to the world,
Make
of RJ.
make a shirt that says that
Make
too.
shit.
Then the next
Some
week,
shit.
pull like a Kenny 2016 where he like hit the wall or something. Be like, "Yep, okay." Like I just
Yeah,
don't know.
anything he does is just like, oh, okay.
I still
Yeah.
look back at him going underneath there, and I don't know how he didn't die.
I don't know either. Just sparks flying. It was crazy.
What?
Oh,
When Kenny went underneath the bleachers in 2016.
yeah.
During practice.
Wasn't it Atlanta?
No, he didn't go under the bleacher, but he ran into it and
He ran
crammed
into
his
the
foot
wall,
in
and
there.
like his bike.
I don't
went
give a
under the
shit. He
bleachers,
still
kind
went
of.
towards underneath the bleachers.
Okay, it went from underneath the bleachers to toward underneath
Yeah.
the bleachers.
You gotta take everything so literal, Jacknut.
He's Jack Nut. Is he browning out over there or what? Jesus.
You guys need to look shit up more. It's a thing, man.
God, we've been at this
Yeah.
way too long. If only someone wouldn't have been an hour fucking late to
Yeah,
the
I know it'd be
show,
8:30 right now.
That'd be crazy.
we would be. I'd be home eating already. Anyway,
I would have drove to Grand Rapids tonight, but it looks like I'm staying in my own bed.
all
and
right.
climbing.
Well, let's knock these last few out. So Ducati is now entering the chat.
Do
You guys want to start with Barsha or Dylan?
Bikes are gonna look fucking sexy. That's all I gotta say.
What
You said
happens?
Barsha's gonna look sexy?
The bikes are gonna look sexy.
Oh, it kind of sounded like you
I
mumbled
thought he-
out. Blah, 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 blah,
I thought he said
blah.
Barsha's gonna look sexy.
He's
That's what I
browning
heard.
out.
I mean,
over
you
there,
talk
dude.
about his dick enough, so
I mean, as long as
It's
the
a
pants are
fucking
tight,
unit.
how tight you think the pants are gonna be?
Real tight. So Barsha's hurt, broken collarbone, right? That's what
I
I've
don't know
heard.
anything
That's
about
what I
that.
heard.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's got broken collarbone. So
Again, which sucks. I wonder if it's the same one he dealt with a lot of issues.
I hope not.
well, that's a blown year.
I've kind of heard he's back for A1, but I'm not sure. So Dylan's
He
obviously
probably
doing all
winning
the
again
riding.
somehow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a statement?
I mean, do any of these guys do anything? Because we all have heard the stories of Eli riding the bike and he didn't like it, said it was shit on Supercross. So
I think that bike for the engine design is gonna work perfect for Barsha.
I have heard some behind the scenes stuff that these Ducatis are fucking amazing. Now, that's not Supercross riding, but I've also heard of a top rider riding one who rides for a different brand, and he would only ride it for 2 laps and got off it because he goes, if I go any more laps, I'm gonna not want to get on my other bike ever again.
Who is this top rider?
I will tell you after the show. but I
Nope, you can
cannot
tell me
spill
now.
the beans right now on the air.
There's beans.
There's beans.
So,
Hormel
is,
beans?
Clicking the
oh,
beans.
is this a breaking news inside Scooper Sorcerer?
This is an
Say
inside
scoop
scoop
or
that I've heard. Yes,
From
I
who?
mean,
Who do you talk to?
I will tell you after the show.
He don't know. He's full of shit. Make a note.
Barsha. I mean, dude, Barsha was good at the end of last year. I know it was outdoors and it was on a gas.
Did said rider ride a bone stock one?
Ducati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the bone stock version that much, huh?
Different strokes for different folks. Can't shake a stick.
I also have a couple friends that have them, and they say they're fucking amazing.
Who you got that know?
I will tell you after the show.
Oh, okay. I'm putting the pieces together
I will
now.
tell you after the show.
Yeah, I'm putting the pieces
All right,
together.
Anyways.
Do not say it out loud.
Anyways,
because then I'm gonna have to cut this all out.
Dylan, I have no
Pissed.
idea, but Barsha. I mean, dude, I think he's gonna be right where he was, just on the gas. I
Like
think
8 to 12 guy.
Man, those first couple years, that's what I do before I go to bed every night now. I'd be watching all the old Supercrosses. And those
Must be
first
nice.
those first 2 years of Barsha on that gas, he was really fucking good.
Yeah.
It was. God, he won A1.
Yeah,
when they
10
didn't even
years
have-
in a row.
They didn't even have a race there.
yeah, he won Houston once.
Oh my god, that was so fucking stupid.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that year and like a couple other rides, I was like, holy shit, I forgot Barsha was that good. He was in the mix.
I think he's actively at some point, if like it's not going well during time qualifying, gonna actively try to just see how far that thing will rev before it grenades.
So what I've heard is they signed Barsha because apparently Barsha's a really good tester.
That doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
They-
He's
so-
been doing this for so long.
So that is why they signed him is to test
yeah.
and get data. Again, these are some guys that like they could run in the top 5 on this bike, and I go, okay, and they could run 22nd.
Oh,
and
so
I
you're
go,
putting them in the RJ category?
Yeah, I'm in the
Oh,
RJ
okay.
category where I'm going to shrug no matter what, and just be like, all right, sweet.
Yeah.
I don't think Dylan's in that category in Supercross. I think outdoors, but I think Barsha, I definitely can agree with
See,
both.
I'm not on board with the Dylan thing outdoors either because we all thought the same thing when he was getting some factory parts from Honda and outdoors when he gets
well, I
on
mean,
this
he, had
Honda.
he
just
has
think-
had decent seasons on that bike, just not
I just think you've
championship.
got 2 guys that like you kind of don't really know, even if they were on like proven bikes that they've been on for years, you kind of like don't really
They're
know
big
because again,
question
Barsha
mark
could
there.
win A1 or Barsha could get 22nd at A1. It's a shrug of the shoulders. Dylan could go out and win Fox Raceway or fucking
Yeah,
get
whatever.
40th, you know. And so now you're putting him on a bike that from the only thing we've heard, because there's so little Supercross knowledge about it, is that Tomac rode it, did not like it. So, okay, sweet. So we don't really know what it's even going to do in Supercross. On top of, these guys are kind of wild cards anyway. Okay, it could be anything.
Well,
I
at
don't
least
even
they're
know.
listening to Tony Cairoli after he told him the bike sucked and you needed to change it, and damn sure they went out and changed it.
Terrible fucking analysis on my part, but
No, I get it.
I don't know.
I think-
it's such an unknown.
Yeah,
I think
that
for
whole
the-
team is a giant question mark.
I think for those two, I'm not so much interested in the results. I think I'm more interested to see how they adapt, the team itself adapts to from when we go to west to east.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want. It's going to be cool following the development of that motorcycle.
The bike
and
looks good,
development
though.
and
That,
everything.
that shot
Yeah,
of
it does look
Dylan,
cool.
that
Yeah.
bike looks good.
with a with a name like Ducati, like it's going to have some eyes on it for
Yep.
sure.
I also, I think it'd be cool, and maybe they are, but I highly doubt it. It'd be cool to do a fan zone thing at Ducati.
Yeah.
I think that's going to attract a lot of people because I think it's going to have like this Ferrari feel to it.
Hopefully. We'll
Say
see.
it with me, Ferrari.
I'm
It's a
never,
Ferrari.
never going to say it like that.
Anyway, okay, let's move on here. Suzuki. Let's talk about a guy that we got completely wrong.
Oh
It's
my
in
God,
the
I know.
it's in the we were wrong 2025. Jason Anderson.
How wrong were we? Because we thought he was going to be an animal.
We were, and obviously we saw last year win.
Yeah.
Like it was very easy because you
But it
were
was
talking.
weird because like we were high on him. We were like 22 Andersons back.
I don't know if we all were high on him,
I
but
was
you
high
were
on-
fucking
I was
high on him.
You're an Ando guy,
But,
so yeah.
but here's the fucking thing though: is he came out at A1, was leading the race, and blew his front wheel out.
Yep.
And still podiumed.
Yep.
And then he podiumed one or two more times for even.
You know what? He is a guy I missed on looking up the.
And then also at the end of the
podium thing
season,
here. Let me
he is
look it up. Keep
so
talking.
far out of the championship, but he still decides to fuck with Coop. Good old Anderson. Never die. Just never
It's a
change.
very
When was he
Jason
fucking
Anderson
with him?
thing to do.
Remember the thing in practice when Coop like
Oh
accidentally,
yeah,
and
on
Ando-
accident. And, he
And
got
Ando
pissed.
still got in his feelings. He got in his shit, and I'm just like, Jason Anderson, never change, buddy. Never change. All I got to say is, I love seeing Ando back on a Suzuki. It's just very 2007's vibes.
Dude, three podiums last year. A1, Anaheim 2, and Tampa.
Yeah.
But I really,
Crazy.
I only thing I'm concerned with Anderson is at this point in his career, and he's been fine through the rounds of WSX, is what is the commitment level going to look like if he's struggling off the bat? If you're going to tell me that he's still in it, to me, I'm at the point with Anderson's career. I just love watching the dude ride. I really don't care what he gets.
Yeah.
I really, honestly, watching him today, and you guys go and watch Sweden, whenever. But like just watching him today, being like where he was on the track, just watching him, I'm like, dude, I just love watching this guy ride.
So
I don't really care what he finishes.
one point I'd like to clarify here because I think I said this earlier and I misspoke. He has a 2-year deal, but his 2-year deal was like WSX, AMA, Supercross, SMX, WSX again. So it's not actually a 2-year AMA
deal.
deal. It's a 2-year WSX deal.
Okay.
So as of the end of next year, he technically doesn't have a ride.
Yeah, I think it has all the ingredients to be a 5-star meal. Michelin 5-star meal.
You ever had a Michelin 5-star meal?
No, but it could
me
be.
neither.
I imagine it's really good.
Yeah.
Or
Should be for that price.
it can be a fucking steak and shake burger on a fucking Friday night after a night of drinking.
So really good. I don't. I,
That's actually pretty good.
yeah,
too,
that was
but-
actually a terrible analogy. I knew what you were trying to do there, but I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I feel like both of those are good.
Look, to be honest, I'm really surprised he's on Suzuki. I really thought he was going to go to Club.
But he wanted factory equipment or something. That was his main thing, and I guess they're getting a little bit more of that.
Yeah, Suzuki is. Did you guys see the rumor that Suzuki's coming back to the GPs
MX
too?
Yep.
GP
Yep.
as well.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I'd love to see it back with the whole Tekka Suzuki thing.
I
Um,
wonder if they just have a new guy in there that's really into
God, I hope so.
motocross, and
That'd
that's
be nice.
why.
Yeah. So
Ichiro Suzuki,
okay. So it could be a 5-star meal, or it could be
White Castle after.
or it could be shake and steak in shake and steak. It's
You
a
are
fucking-
terrible at food analogies.
It's a long
Browning out here, bro.
It could be
We got-
Taco
why's
Bell.
that side of the table
We're
browning
bogging out. It could be leftover steak and shake in the fridge in the morning for breakfast.
I was about to
Okay,
say it
good.
could be
There
like
we
it
go.
could be my
There we go.
toilet
Nailed it.
after eating Taco Bell at midnight.
Oh, that's a brown out. That's a
Nailed
brown
it.
out.
Nailed
That
it.
is a
But
brown out.
anyway, yeah, dude, it could be really good or it could be really shitty. The only thing I'm really worried about is just what are you laughing at?
Does he get any podiums this year?
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
All right. what
I'm
about
just
you?
worried about he he did an interview with Mr. Side, actually.
Ah, Jamie.
Jamie.
Shout out Jamie.
Jamie gets some pretty good guests.
Yeah, dude. Jamie's
Anderson
cool.
doesn't do a lot of interviews either, so
Yeah.
he was pretty open about a thyroid issue, and that was what the big issue was at the end of the year or
Interesting.
whatever he had going on.
Yeah.
So,
Shit, I know a way to fix that naturally. I can't remember.
well,
I
that's
should
what he's
call
got to
him.
figure out. Like, how does
Or his trainer.
how does
Yeah.
he go through that? How does he fix that? Where's his motivation level with that thrown in? A little older,
I wonder if he's still working with John.
so
He has to be.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I know he's got
Either.
that kind of
I'll
stuff going
text
on, health stuff. So I think it also depends on where he's at with that. So, and he definitely that first WSX round they interviewed him, and he was like gasping for
Yeah.
air.
All right, Kenny.
We were also really wrong about Kenny.
I don't remember. Is that on the list? Do you have the list over there from that show that I had you cut up? Is Kenny on that? Is the Ken? Does it say Roxon or Kenny on there somewhere? Start.
There is Jet, Craig, Sexton, Ando, and something S.
Savachi.
Wow.
So no, apparently we were not really wrong about Kenny.
Well, dude, if
We might not have nailed it, but we weren't super off. It
if
was worth putting
Lappergate
in.
wouldn't have happened, he would have been points leader, and he would have took that championship, I think, down to the wire.
Probably
Maybe not won it with balls out speed, but he would have had his nights.
6 podiums and a win, dude.
He would have
That's a
got
good fucking
third or
year.
fourth quite a bit of times. Like I think he would have been in the game, but
Do you know what Hunter would do for 6 podiums and a win?
here's
Supercross.
here's the thing with Kenny. We've seen it every year.
Yeah.
We've seen it every year, even before the arm injury. RCH days come out swinging, and
Yeah,
there's always something that happens.
Then he,
It's
whether-
usually
then he
about-
does a brown out by the end of the year.
It's
Yeah.
usually right around like round 6, 7.
Usually Daytona after that, somewhere in that second half of the season, he either gets sick, he's got shingles one year. What did he have one other year?
Dude, he's had so.
It's always been something.
Bro, well, at WSX in Australia there, he was limping, and it was because he'd, like, got up to get a drink or something and kicked a glass door he couldn't see in the middle of the night, fucked his foot up.
Kenny's just getting old, man. Kenny's getting old. It's
Dude,
crazy to think like
Cue,
even
cue the Courtney Roxon phone call. You
Kenny-
guys are assholes.
Kenny's just
Yeah.
getting old, bro. I mean, when you think about the fact it's like what Kenny's 30 now, right?
Something like
I don't
that.
think 30's old in this sport anymore.
No,
I don't
I'm not.
know.
I'm not talking about the actual age. Kenny's been a professional motocross supercross for 15 years now.
Oh, yeah.
because he went pro at 15. So it's like the age is not old. You're right. The fact that he's been doing it this longer, this
Yeah.
long,
This longer.
like,
This long.
We're browning out, dude.
brought it out hard over
We
here.
are
dude.
fucking bogging
Brown you
out.
out.
This store.
We're gonna have to start the show at 5 this year.
we're gonna have to start the show at 4:30.
just to be able to get.
Now, I
through
mean,
it.
30 might not be old for, a motocross racer, but above 30 on a podcast on a
on a Saturday night.
Saturday
God,
night.
could you imagine if this would have been Sunday? I'd have left by now.
Browning out.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it was Sunday, I'd be out of here.
Well, if somebody wasn't fucking late,
Yeah, I know, motherfucker.
Yeah, my bad.
Jesus,
That happens when you're
piece of crap.
happens when you're
when
17.
you're shaking the
Uh,
snake.
Jesus. God. You can't say that he's not 18 yet, bro.
Oh,
Like 98 days.
Well, that's
that's
98 days
too many.
too far.
That's 98 too many.
All right, does Kenny win a race this year?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, is Kenny on the box a lot this year?
Oh yeah, he loves the
Oh
box.
yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna be right on the edge.
He's
of
gonna be
munching that box.
shaking that.
Shaking that snake on the box? God, dude, the end of these shows just get terrible. They
And
get
then-
worse
and-
and worse every year.
And then call it round 7. He has a really bad race, and then he has another bad
Lappergate.
race.
No.
No,
Lappergate.
he definitely gonna be sniffing the box at a lot of round.
He's gonna be
Okay.
sniffing some brownouts.
No, he's just gonna be sniffing the box. for
All
sure.
right, let's move on
box?
here. We just got a couple
Yeah, the
things.
podium.
Quad lock Honda, Savachi and Craig. Craig's got a big fucking chip on his shoulder right now.
Dude,
That star relationship did not end well.
shocking.
And did you guys hear the one interview where he kind of threw it at Brad Hoffman after Vancouver? Or was it Aussie? Maybe it was the Aussie
I mean, what the
round.
fuck did he expect?
Well, here's the thing I started thinking of. I'm like,
Hey, man,
okay.
be Hayden Deegan's best buddy.
And I am a Christian Craig fan here.
Me too.
But let's backtrack a little bit. So he's obviously got his early career, which was before my time in the sport, period. Then he's on Geico Honda. What's his relationship to Geico Honda?
Well, I mean, his wife.
His father-in-law owns the team, right? Then he goes to Star here. what's his relationship with Star?
There's some kind of family relationship there too.
Fucking yeah. Who's the dude that went to Triumph there? The manager.
West or not Scuba, but Jeremy Coker.
Yeah, Coker is like some relative or something. Then he goes to Husky. Fucking sucks. Comes back to Star. Why? Because he's training Deegan, but there's all these weird things, and Coker's still involved there. Then Coker leaves, like late game last year, when all these promises were made to him of you're going to be a fill-in guy, you're going to get to race this many races, but you're primarily here to work with the 250 guys. Coker leaves right before the season, and ironically, we don't see him, and he's out there spouting off that there wasn't parts, he couldn't get bikes, and he was basically told that he was washed up, from what I understand, from what it kind of sounds like he's saying, that he was told he was washed up and no good as a rider anymore. He's fucking pissed. However, okay, fine, but you got to come out in AMA Supercross and do some stuff like you're doing now. And I'm not even saying lead and win. But like, bro, you got to get a starting battle up front here, and you know, you want to really throw it in their face. You got to beat Jay Coop at some point, which is a tall fucking order.
That's a tall order, yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have thought in these WSX rounds, he's looked really fucking good. He's a la old Christian Craig.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new youngness about him, I guess, of he's ripping. But it's a very interesting thing to see, and I'm super curious on the politics behind it as to what the fuck happened. And I have some thoughts about some of it that I'm not even going to say on the air. Okay, go ahead. You guys can talk now.
I think he's gonna be
Let's
really.
hear it, Wimp.
I think he's gonna be good.
Put it on the air, dude.
I think it's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be fine. I think that I do agree. I think he does need to beat Jay Coop. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I could totally see when we get to the West Coast rounds where he yanks a holy in one of the heat races and just leads and wins it.
I could see that.
I could
too.
see him win a heat race. He
Yeah.
won a heat race on that. I didn't even remember this, but he won one on the Husky.
Yeah. Now when we go east, go to the soft stuff, that may change a little bit. But we're on the West, dude. Early rounds, hard pack.
Oh, yeah.
I can totally see it, man. I can totally see it. Because, dude, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't expect him to win even one of those mains in Argentina.
No.
Or not, yeah, or, no, was it Australia?
It was Australia.
Australia. Didn't see
Yeah,
that
he
coming.
dominated that one.
Passed Tomac and fucking ran away.
Walked away from said
Yeah.
kid that he was on the team for.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Which I don't think he has feelings against him, which makes me think that the breakup between him and Deegan wasn't really that bad. But the team situation,
It was-
like I
it
said,
was
super,
team-
this is one of those super interesting things to us because obviously we know so
We
much
don't
about
see
the
what goes
sport.
on behind the doors.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
it's like we know some of the behind the scenes stuff, and we're like, yeah, okay.
I also feel
things
that if-
he's saying are making sense.
If he was talking about Brad, you know that Bobby Regan was saying the same thing. Because Bobby would
Oh,
say
yeah.
that. Bobby would say that shit before Brad does.
Yeah.
If he said Brad, it's probably more Bobby than Brad.
Well, Bobby's probably doing. You're washed up, boy, trying to motivate him,
Bobby-
and he don't get motivated
No,
that
he
way.
doesn't.
Bobby,
motivated
Bobby
that
doesn't
way.
even remember his riders' names half the time.
Well, that's because he's got too many. Did you see that lineup of bikes they
Yeah.
posted for the team
I mean,
shoot?
for-
I mean, I wouldn't remember either.
I mean, for God's sakes, I probably forgot.
No wonder he
Dax-
didn't have parts.
Yeah, I probably forgot Dax's name. Probably forgot. I'd be surprised he even knows Caden Dudney's name.
Who knows?
You're washed up, boy.
All right, what's the top?
like, I'm
what's the top of
16.
the line for Craig right now?
Better than Marchbanks.
Because 7, 8, 9.
7 to 10. Better than Marchbanks.
Okay, sweet.
If he's not beating Marchbanks, color me shocked.
Is he better than Joey?
That's tough because Joey's showing some speed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And that's another thing. Let's talk about years and a guy that's been tossed around like a used house
hooker,
cat.
But is now solid.
I'll
Team-wise.
answer your question about that, and then I can say something about Joey. I think that Christian, his best finish is higher than Joey's. I don't know for the full season
Okay.
because I think Christian has more outright speed, but
Where does Joey top out at then?
6, 7.
Don't say that.
don't ever say that again. I will smack the
I will
fuck out of you.
beat the fuck out of you.
The
I don't
only thing
even
I
know
have
what
for
it means.
the only one thing I got to say about Joey is dude, you got to be a little bit more aggressive, man. You got to stop
I
letting
think
dudes
that's
just
something
push
he
you
re-
around.
Yeah.
Because it happened again today. I'm not talking about the Anderson thing. There was no
Yeah,
incident.
he
there.
gets pushed around, but
He's gotta
dude,
stop doing
I mean,
this.
he was definitely about to push Deegan around for sure.
He's got it. He's got to be a little more aggressive, man.
Can't get a read on him, but
And I know you're at that age where it's kind of like you're just kind of locked into where you're at now in your career. You know, he's made decent money. He's got a family, whatever. He's got a ride. But, bro, you got to stop letting dudes just,
Yank your chain, tug you off.
Something with a snake. I don't know. But Joey,
Snake at it.
if Christian is 7 to 10, then I'm gonna say Joey is 6 to 10. More closer to like 9, 10.
Okay. All right. So I guess the last thing then here. Anybody heard anything about Triumph other than the fact that Jordan Smith's hurt? It's going to miss the start of the year for 450s?
Harrop is 450 outdoors. That's all I know.
That I've heard too. Was he around a 450 at the Mini
No,
O's?
250.
It was a 250.
Ooh,
Okay.
I got a little bit of a mini rant.
Okay, go ahead. Mini
Why is
rant.
everybody fucking shit talking hair up for racing Minios?
I don't understand that either.
Racer's gonna race, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I was shocked to see him there because, like, obviously we don't see that. But yeah, dude, like, I don't
Racer's
understand
gonna
what the
race.
problem is. Who gives
I
a
think
fuck?
people
He's
were-
running the pro-am class.
I think people
That's
were
allowed.
pissed off, or they weren't pissed off. I think that more people were like, "Oh, this and that," and then he goes out there and then he gets beat.
Who beat him?
Carson Wood.
Oh.
Vincent Way beat him in one moto too, but
Yeah,
then
but he
Vincent Way
tracked-
hit the ground per usual.
Yeah.
Vincent Way, he always hits the ground.
Yeah,
That's
he
nothing new.
tracked down Way after he had passed Carson Wood. But it's like, dude, I watched the GoPro and I watched I didn't watch Minios. I just watched the highlights, but I actually watched those.
You really think he went there and fucking put his balls on him?
No, dude,
Yeah,
you watched it and you're
exactly.
just like, I mean, you've been to Minios, right?
2003.
So you know what that track looks like late in the day.
I don't remember 2003.
Well, it's dog shit, and I
He's
think
browning out.
and I think
I was in the 7 to 8 class.
I think
so.
Harrop probably went there and goes, I just don't want to die today. So he tried not to
Nope.
die.
Has anybody heard anything about a replacement? I heard they offered it to Dino, and Dino said no.
Dino said, "Hell."
I didn't know
no.
anything about that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
said
they
no.
offered it to him, but Dino doesn't want to race all 17 rounds.
no, I don't blame him. Why the fuck would he?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like
making-
retired.
Yeah.
Been making a shitload of money. So.
Yeah, he is doing this shit.
Yeah,
so
smoking hot
have you guys heard anything
Calm
about?
down. Sparky.
Relax. Sarah's
Calm-
a nice lady.
calm down, Sparky.
Have you got? So nobody's heard anything
No.
then about another
I don't
replacement?
think they're
dude.
going to.
Crickets.
I don't think
Yeah.
they're going to.
Crickets.
I've heard there's some development issues with that bike.
Do we know? Yeah, I mean, dude, there was like a couple privateers riding it in the GPs, but like,
Yeah, I've heard there's some development issues on Supercross with it too, which is probably why. So I've heard Dan Truman was on his way to test there with them this week.
do we
so
know how long Smitty's out for?
I have no idea. I don't know. I just
Maybe-
color me shocked. Jordan Smith's hurt.
Maybe we should just kind of
That's
like
who he is.
skip Supercross.
This is who he is.
Maybe we should just skip Supercross for Jordan's debut on a 450 and
just go to outdoors.
Yeah, I don't.
Just
Yeah,
be like,
I
yeah,
think
Jordan, just get ready.
I don't know why that's not a thing.
I don't
I don't
really know if I
understand
want to
either.
watch Jordan Smith 450 Supercross ever.
I just.
It might smooth him out. We said the same thing about RJ.
I'd also like to know, like, with the Triumph. Like,
Okay.
What is Triumph's whole situation? And they've done great, but it's been so
It's
weird
different.
from the rollout of the bike. Do you guys remember getting like a fucking picture of the foot peg? Like what
And
the
it was
fuck?
like 240p.
Listen, bro. Their rollout, and then do you want to
Oh,
talk
don't even
Cowie
get this
two-stroke?
motherfucker started.
well,
You want to talk Cowie
I don't know,
two-stroke
Mr.
rollout?
Kawasaki. You
We're
want to
gonna
talk Cowie
switch.
Which one's
two-stroke?
worse?
See if that ticket gets you on the plane tomorrow. Here, if we start talking about this.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm gonna say the Triumph's worse because like they kept rolling out little dumb shit like that. Like at least Kawasaki said that something was gonna happen. Obviously, something's happened. We haven't seen anything about the two-stroke, but Triumph just kept like rolling this little dumb shit out, and then like you signed what was it? Evan Ferry and Swole the first year or something. Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evan Ferry-
Which like Swole, fair enough.
Evan
whatever.
Ferry was a great sign. I
But
think.
Evan Ferry, and now you've got like now you're like, okay, cool. So the 450 got released. Who are we putting on the 450? Well, Jordan Smith with no backup plan, and now Smith's hurt. Surprise, surprise. Like I don't know. It's just
yeah,
it's
but
super
it's kind of the
strange to
same
me.
predicament Cowie was in. Like, who are you gonna get?
I
You
don't
know-
know.
you know
man.
who they should put-
Valentin Guido.
You know who they should put on that bike for Supercross? Shane McElrath.
Well, that too.
But he's got a solid setup going.
He does,
Is
too.
Shane riding quad lock? We skipped over him.
No, I don't think he signed to the 450 team for Supercross.
He can't
No,
ride
I-
250. He's
I
pointed
think
out.
he is.
Is he?
Yeah, I
So they have
think he
3
is.
dudes.
Yeah.
So
I didn't think
Shane
of
sins, dude.
Yeah,
been
Is he gonna
struggling.
shake a snake?
He's been
dude. He's
Ball-
ready to
oh,
battle
bald
up-
man?
He's ready to battle up front, bro.
he's been struggling. And,
Hey.
dude,
How
they've
many
been,
mud races we gonna have?
If
this
we
year?
got
struggle.
mud races, I'm taking Shane all fucking
bro, they've
day.
been struggling with
That
that.
he has
250
had
setup.
issues.
That
Yeah, what's going on with that?
It's-
What's going on with that?
You know
I
what's
don't know.
happening? It's Marty Davalos fucking with the you
Nah,
know,
the second round they like. Oh no. So
Is it
so
fuel
I heard an
or-
interview with Shane.
fuel
No.
injection.
It was actually so there was some parts that were coming in. I don't know if it was from Honda or whatever. They weren't labeled and they were different than what they thought they were, and like it wasn't different enough that you could visually see it. There was he said this in an interview. There was another Honda team that was also having issues with this. So this wasn't just like them having issues. There was other teams that were having issues with this too, because the parts they were sending were supposed to be one thing. They were a different thing. They weren't labeled that they were different. So they were putting them in the motor thinking they were the same thing. And that's what they were having issues with.
It's either way. It's been an engine.
It's
issue.
been
And
a
I've watched
terrible,
I've
terrible.
watched
Oh,
the
I'd be
vlogs.
scared to death to be riding that thing.
I've watched the
Yeah.
vlogs with him, like leading up to pre-testing, all that and all kind of stuff, and I'm just
Yep.
like, dude, I'm like, for y'all having this, because another big issue is his starts have been shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you're already having this many issues with your fuel ratios just on the starts,
Yeah.
you got bigger issues than
Yeah.
you're not telling people.
Yep.
Yeah, mud race A1 chain.
All right. So that's all the teams.
Mm-hmm.
What are your questions here to round this off?
So it's just the same thing. Who's the champion? Who do you think is going to do worse than expected? Who's going to do better? And then who's your best non-factory guy?
Okay. So champion is Jet.
Okay.
Okay. What was the next one? Sorry.
Who do you
Just
think is
round
going
out.
to do better than expected?
Better than expected? I think Craig's going to do a lot better than expected.
Okay.
Craig's got a new lease on life. So I
Okay.
think Craig's going to do way, way better than expected, which will be cool to see.
Who does worse than expected?
Hey, listen, we go through Suzuki, and
Why did we forget about Colt Nichols?
We thought about Colt Nichols. Dude.
Well, Colt
Is
Nichols.
Colt Nichols riding?
Colt Nichols.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, is he riding if Kenny's riding?
yes.
There's some weird shit going on. I don't,
Yes.
because
Colt
why?
Nichols is riding, and he's
Why?
a good
Because
fucking
I don't
looking
know.
dude,
Well, Colt Nichols wadded his shit today, so Colt Nichols.
and
might
he's
not
fine. I saw the update.
Oh, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
well that's
Wel-
good because he
welcome-
fucking
welcome
arrowed
to Colt
himself into the
Nichols.
ground.
Colt Nichols,
By the way, did
good
you?
looking dude.
By the way, not to off track, but did you watch that interview with Kennard and Bogle and them going and talking about Nichols
No,
on
I
Kennard's
need to
podcast?
watch it, though.
Watch it.
Who do I think is going to do worse than expected? Sexton.
Jeez, harsh.
Hot.
Take that Kawi guy.
That's pretty hot.
That's pretty hot. That's like hot shit.
I think he's going to struggle.
That's like hot shit.
I don't think it's going to go as smoothly as we think.
I mean, I don't think anything's gone as smoothly as what we've thought with Chase Sexton.
I mean, I don't think life for anyone is.
In my opinion, I just think that Sexton's searching for something that doesn't fucking exist, and because of people around him, his own whatever, he's not looking in the right spots to fix what he needs to fix to.
He needs to
go
look
to
at
that
himself
next
in the
level.
mirror.
He has all the speed and all the talent in the world to do it, but he lacks that last 10%, which would make him almost another unstoppable force to go against Jet.
You mean
And
the
in-
mental side?
Yeah, and until he finds that, I don't think so.
Sports
and so
psychologist.
I think he's going to have a bit of a boost here just because new team, new surroundings, that kind of shit.
New
but,
year, new me.
But I think especially if Jet stays healthy and you get 6-7 rounds into Supercross here and he's challenging but has absolutely nothing for him, he's going to start searching and it's going to go downhill fast.
That's why I really hope the first time that those two, like the first time they're just 1-2 off the gate and Chase can just beat him up, like straight up. Well, not straight up, but just beat him. And then this will be a different story, but I totally agree with that. Okay.
So, there we go.
All right. Who is the best non-factory dude?
Oh, great question. Define non-factory, I guess.
Well, I mean, anybody of the guys that we did not talk about.
Fuck.
So that's a whole list.
Ooh, I
Holy
got
shit.
one.
You can even talk about the beta dudes. Our good old friend Benny Boss.
That's your buddy, not mine.
That is not my buddy.
That's your buddy.
We do not.
You're
like
in his
No.
head rent free. He saved that clip on his phone.
That is actually fucking hilarious. You are
fucking
not wrong.
hates you,
You are
dude.
not wrong that I am living in that dude's rent free. That is
which
fucking
is
awesome.
hilarious.
And the thing is, Steve backed you up.
That is fucking hilarious. That is
It was
actually
funny
like,
that Steve
that
backed
makes
you
me
up.
laugh so much.
So, well, Steve doesn't know us, so.
Yeah, whatever.
Ooh, great question. Fuck, I don't know, man. Bro,
Don't take mine.
Don't fucking do it.
what?
Don't fucking do it. You son of a bitch. God damn you. You fucking prick.
What do you do?
Fucking
What do
prick.
you do?
He knows exactly what I'm about to say.
Don't fucking do
How about
it.
your guy Mitchell Harrison,
You
bro?
fucking piece of shit. God damn you.
Kawasaki's the same chassis still, right?
Mitchell Harrison. He was actually riding really well on that Yamaha over.
Kawasaki's the same chassis this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitchell Harrison, bro.
I mean, he was the best finishing Kawasaki
Last year, bro. Give that boy a factor. You know what?
He would have done better than Prado.
Should have signed him. Should have
Should've.
signed him.
You bastard. Now I got to change my pick.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right. What
They're
was
my
Oh,
what
questions,
was
so you
what
go
was the
next.
first question?
Champion.
Champion.
I gotta go Jetson.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
all
you.
right.
Good
George,
pick.
George Jetson.
All right, who is the best guy that is unexpected, like better than people expect?
I kind of said this already, but Mookie.
Okay.
All right.
And then the best or guy that's going to do worse than expected.
Worse than expected. Ooh. Eli Tomac.
Wow. Really?
You think he's gonna struggle on that KTM?
I don't know. Jury's out.
Hey, slight sidebar.
Hmm.
How many shocks do you think he blows out in outdoors in moto?
Can you imagine if a shock blows out mid-moto? Like, and it's
I
very
think-
it's very obvious though. Like,
I know Sexton
Like
rides
the
the bike
like the
hard.
air shock.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
I know Sexton rides the bike hard, but like we all know Eli's another level of how hard he rips. Like he uses a 450 every moto, so like it will not surprise me this year, even in Supercross, to see that bike have a mechanical
Can
failure
you
on the
imagine
rear
if
shock.
the shock blows out, homie smokes a clutch?
Look, jury's still out, man. First round looked really good. Second round, terrible.
So we're 50-50.
I'm still on the thing where I still think he's gonna fold that bike up at some
I
point.
think so too.
Like he's just, yeah, he rides too hard.
Yeah.
But and then also like the team side of things, like yeah, they're saying that they'll do anything for him and all that stuff, but they said the same thing for Chase,
Yeah.
and still there's a lot of animosity going around. So
Probably said the same thing for Tom too.
yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right, and best non-factory dude.
Are you ready?
Oh boy. Here we go.
I don't think you guys are ready.
I swear to
know.
God, if you all right, go.
Go ahead.
You already know, don't you?
I don't think I know. I mean,
Well, it's
you
not
could-
Mitchell Harrison because I called
Yeah, it's
that
not Mitchell
already.
Harrison.
Cuff 'em and stuff 'em. Officer Hill.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Is he
You mean
gonna-
the guy that showed up?
Is
Never
Officer
mind.
Hill going to show up, or is this like a World Supercross thing where it's like we don't know he's riding?
Well, Officer Hill is behind bars. He is nowhere to be found in World Supercross, but
going after meth?
he'll be out on bond. Come
Jesus.
A1.
All right, sir, yours. Let's get this wrapped with a bow on it here.
All right, champion. I'm gonna just stop disrespecting this man. I'm gonna go Cooper Webb again. I think Coop backs it up. I know that Jet's the guy, but
that'd
I'm
be
just-
impressive.
You know what,
That'd
look,
be very
man.
impressive.
Hot take, nano extreme painful take.
I'm
here.
just gonna say it's not a painful take. He's a champion. It doesn't matter who's there.
You think he beats Jet if Jet stays healthy?
we don't know if Jet's gonna stay healthy.
Well, I know we don't know that.
So if Jet
But what
doesn't stay
I'm saying,
healthy, I'm picking Cooper Webb, and
I mean-
Jet has been prone to injury and not finished series.
All right, let the man speak.
So Cooper Webb.
Okay, but here is my question.
Browning out.
Jet is healthy, 17 rounds.
I think you. Oh
him and Webb go head to head for 17 rounds. You think Webb's going to beat him?
no, that's a different story. But we're
Okay.
not talking
Okay,
about in
all
a
right,
perfect
I'm
scenario
just-
for a
I'm just-
Jet Lords fan.
He's a historian.
yeah, I'm going
He's
off.
going
Cooper
off
Webb.
history.
His story, and I
I'm
like how
going
you
off
said that
Cooper
there.
Webb. I'm going off
All
Cooper
right,
Webb.
Fair enough. Whatever. Go ahead.
I think the guy that's going to do better than people expect, since Homeboy took my pick in Malcolm, I'm going to go
Well,
Jay Coop.
you could say Malcolm
No,
still.
man, I don't want to copy. I don't want to copy.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Jay. That's your pick. I'm gonna let. I respect
Okay,
that.
damn.
I'm gonna say Jay Coop.
Respectfully, fuck you.
Yeah,
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
say Jay Coop because I'm on the Jay Coop bandwagon. I'm sick and
Okay.
tired of him getting disrespected.
All right.
This is a hot take.
On and off the track.
Oh boy, who's gonna do worse? Who's gonna do worse?
Hunter Lawrence.
Ooh, okay.
Hunter
What
Lawrence.
does that mean?
So we said 4 to 7.
Yeah.
I think that if he doesn't get podiums, if he doesn't lead laps, and he is not the best guide of that second group, I think that is worse.
Interesting. Okay.
I think that is worse.
All
And
right.
since you took Mitchell, and I sure as fuck have not taken Justin Hill,
Damn, dude.
I'm going to take.
I can't wait for Officer Hill to come out and put it on top of the board again like he was a couple times
What's he
last
putting
year.
on top of the board? What's
He
he,
did,
coming out
didn't
to?
he?
What's he coming out to? And what's he
I
putting
don't
on top
know.
of the
Don't
board?
ask me. I don't.
Wasn't
remember
he was qualifying like a motherfucker
that. Bro, I don't
last
remember what
year.
happened 2 hours ago.
Our man, Kevin Moran's.
Oh, okay. All right.
He was looking pretty saucy.
Yeah.
He did get to the dog pound early this year.
And he did do a quad after Drew Adams told him, yeah, bro, I just send it.
Yeah. Yeah. You think I do that? Yeah, man. You're fine.
And Kev comes back and goes, I'll go on off. And Drew Adams, God bless Drew Adams the whole time. He's like, but why? You're on a 450. And Kev's just like, because it's more consistent for me. I don't think Drew Adams, it was computing in his head. He's like, dude, I'm not
Did
you.
Kev have a vlog that was in?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I
It
didn't
was
see
like
it.
when he first got down
Oh,
to.
okay.
It was just funny though. The commentary, Kevin didn't say anything funny, but just the whole interaction between him and Drew Adams was
That's
just
the
Drew's
hilarious.
just wired different.
Because Drew
Yeah,
was
yeah.
just like, yeah, dude, but I'm stretching it on a 250. It'd be so much easier if you're doing on the 450. And Kev's just like, but yeah, but it's easier for me. I don't think in Drew Adams' head it computed. yeah, dude, I don't really know if I have the nuts to do that every lap.
Yeah.
And Drew's just like, why?
You're still under 18, bro.
And even Seth walks up and he goes, dude, you can do it, no problem. I think I was just like, I don't think you guys get it.
I'm so much older than you.
No.
I'm 25.
No. So that was just funny.
I'm older than you. I'm 25.
I'm 25.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm so
What
old.
would I give to be 25?
But no, man, I think Kev.
Actually, I'm
I
about
think
to turn 25 on Tuesday, so I'm real excited about that.
Nice.
Can finally rent a car again. Sick.
No, I think Kev. I think he had an underrated year last year.
It was. I mean, he made it through.
But he
Which
made
is
it
what
through. He
needed,
made mains.
which was what he needed. Yeah, he made most of the mains. He
Second
made it
year
through.
of
Yeah.
doing the team thing.
Yep.
He's got a way better teammate that's not a douchebag.
Hard dog.
Valid.
Yeah,
Ruff,
yeah,
ruff.
yeah. He doesn't have to deal with that dick stick.
Jesus Christ.
And if you know, you know. But yeah, so.
Anybody heard anything about that?
Oh,
Dick's-
dude, he's in the
Dick's-
dog pound.
He's at the dog pound
He's
too.
at the dog pound.
Get the fuck out of
No,
here.
swear to God, did a vlog? A vlog came out. Well, I didn't watch it, but I saw it. He's like, yeah.
You
he's
got
a-
way too much time on your hands. How you gonna do all this world
I don't have
traveling
way too
here
much time on my hands.
when
I
you're watching
literally
all
was-
these
That's
vlogs?
a lot of content to
It's a
consume.
lot of content.
I
I
don't-
consume a lot of content.
And we're not even talking
No,
about
hold on.
Formula One or
Hold on, bro.
MMA or
Hold on.
fucking.
I just said I didn't watch the vlog.
Oh.
I skipped across it on YouTube and I saw him, Justin Starling, dog pound.
Oh. Huh.
I don't watch fucking vlogs, bro. I don't watch them. I skip across them and I see the
He
title.
watches Justin Starling.
Homie speed reads vlog. He's like, oh, Starling with a new blog. Okay, cool, got it.
He's one of those guys. He's probably got the burner account in the comments. That's like, you guys need chapters.
Yeah.
No, because I don't even watch
He's
our
a big
show.
fucking
We did
chapter
put
guy.
chapters in last year, though.
Look, bro,
He's a big
I don't even
chapter
watch
guy.
our show. So what are you talking about?
Take a note. You're going to have to do that, by the way, this year. That's part of your
You
job.
think I actually watch all this shit? Hell no, dude. If it's not an actual video of
Oh,
people
my
riding,
God.
I don't
We
even
got to
pay
stop.
attention to
I
it.
want to go home. It's 10
I do
o'clock.
too, man. I gotta catch a
Okay,
flight, not
so
feelings.
thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to our members who have been watching here.
We
Hold
still
on,
got a
let's
couple in
see.
there?
Yeah, we
They
do.
shaking
Let me
snakes?
read it here.
I'm surprised, by the way, Travis, look at your phone. I sent you something.
I don't know if I'll get it. I don't have
Oh,
any
it's probably
service,
me
dude.
with the Nano
I
Extreme.
don't have any service, so I won't see it till I go out there. Dreadful XR did say Champ, Tomac, Most Improved, Malk, Worst, Chase, Non-Factory, Craig. Fair.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to check out all the sponsors. If you guys want to see us record this live, again, you can't see us record this show live because you will now not see it till it comes out unless you're already a member. But join the members area because then you get to watch us record the shows live Sunday evenings, afternoons. That time might change a little bit because we've talked about possibly doing that. One more
hopefully
question.
it'll be on there at 5:30.
One
I know, right?
Sunday.
One more question for you.
Ooh.
Does Verstappen pull off this world championship? You don't think so?
No, because he'll probably win and Lando will get second or third. All Lando's got to do is get top 4.
It was funny though because I saw an AI thing that was a Red Bull just completely taking out McLaren and it was like Red Bull's thing for what's his nuts?
Lando Norris.
No, yeah, but it was Red Bull's thing for who's Verstappen's
Yuki Tsunoda?
Tsunoda's instructions for the race. Just take out all the McLarens.
I mean, hey, dude, he doesn't have that seat next year, so why not go out with
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, who cares? So anyway, okay. With that being said,
they
thanks everybody
finally
for
got rid
tuning
of
in.
Yuki?
Thank you guys for
About
you
time.
guys for being here. These guys will be here most of this year, right? Like Supercross wise.
I mean, it's going to
so
be my
far.
last year doing this, so.
He's
We'll-
going into retirement.
We'll get into that later. Seth, thank you for coming in and producing the show.
Thank
You know,
you.
were hours
Thank
late,
you.
But yeah, be on
Thank you,
time,
Seth
dude.
Enslow.
You
It was
can't.
my- it was my
No, that's
You know,
Seth. That's Seth Davies,
Like,
dude.
look, bro, you do this for free, but next time be on fucking time.
Yeah.
We're important people over here.
I pay him like $3 to do the show.
I know.
Wow.
He gets a cut. He gets a cut of the YouTube revenue.
We should start a GoFundMe for him.
Gallon of gas with that. That's a lot.
Works out to like $3 a show, basically. So that's what. So sorry. He does get paid. Sorry, guys. He does get paid,
I wanna
and
see
it's
you guys do this.
and it's like $3. So all right. Anyway, with that being said, thanks everybody for tuning in. We will
Yeah.
see you guys after A1.
All right.